My friends, Grey Brotherhood, of course. I have nothing but finest places. So he leads you over to this red building, lets himself in, and he says, this luxurious villa has 2 stories of 5,000 square feet each with a courtyard. It features masonry construction of limestone blocks mortared with cement with marble veneer under a marble tiled roof. This villa is bargain at just 7,200. What is that? He screams in terror as over the wall of the courtyard appears a Cacodemon spider.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh!
The Deathweaver spider attacks Turok. All right, so Turok just took 24 points of damage and is reduced to negative 18.
I'm going to die. Okay.
Yes, you definitely went down 20 points.
So many dice.
So you are dropped to negative 11. Oh!
Dude, you gotta stop doing this to us.
All right, Aguilar drops to negative 7. Savage, just savage.
Then you've got to go on full defense and drop the Holy Circle.
Yeah.
We're all dead.
Yep.
You've got
All
to.
right.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're going to go for Kyria. Boom.
Oh!
Kyria is down savagely with negative 15. Okay. So then let's see. I will now attack Connell. Oh, this Connell! All right. He's crouching behind the column going, ah! Okay. So
the spider did a full withdrawal and then attacked.
fighting withdrawal, not full withdrawal. Fighting.
Fighting withdrawal.
But it can still cleave on a fighting withdrawal.
You can still cleave after successful attack, correct? Okay, so it goes to Ravila.
She can move over and start with Turok.
Or she's got Kyria right in front of her, or she could run over to Jonathan, her choice.
Newt, you're on mute again.
Let's go to player. Let's go to Andrews.
Yep.
Okay, so she makes her way down here. So she uses, I guess, lay on hands. She's got
Magic staff, which one's...
Horsetail. Oh, the magic staff. Yeah, of course, magic staff. So that's +1. Horsetail is +2. Within 1 round makes it +5. Jonathan's Constitution makes it +6. His hit dice makes it +10. That's all the good news. And then her 3 ranks of healing make it +13. However, he is in very bad shape in terms of hit points. So
my base is 9, and I'm at -7.
So yeah, so that is a -10. Okay, so you went from +13 -10 to +3.
So
Right?
+3, right?
Was that right? Yeah, so +3.
My brain is not completely working right. I mean, I'm in a little bit of shock.
+3.
Oh no!
Oh, savage. Okay,
We should have had Alex roll that one.
that's just savage. All right. So that is a grievously wounded. You die unless healed to 1 hit point within 1 turn. Give me a D6.
It's a 3.
A 3. Okay. And your leg has been torn off. Yeah.
God, that's going to leave a mark.
All right.
That's
good
why I'm in
time.
shock. This is horrible.
Yes, it is. Okay. The problem is you guys take downtime to you take downtime, and then unfortunately the monster will come for you while you're doing downtime. Okay, Castanus.
Delay.
Okay, Horaeus.
Would he run in? I guess he can step over the bodies, right? So he can step over Aguilar.
Yeah, and he's a paladin, so.
Holy water, maybe?
Yeah, you could chuck holy water. That's a great idea.
Chuck holy water at him. He's right over the dead bodies. Should be no issue there.
Okay, do it.
All right, so that's just a straight up D20 roll.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
All right, the holy water scattered wild, and this is very sad.
What's
with
up
the
with
rolls?
our rolls?
Genevale.
Like we went out. Oh, actually, Alex, I'd like to come off of hold
Oh, okay.
or delay
Yep.
because I was on delay,
Yep.
and I will approach and attack from behind.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters now.
Can you wait until the archers are fired? You're ruining
It
their
doesn't
fire.
Well, it's not gonna matter.
It's already engaged, Jonathan.
Is it? I thought they're all dead. Oh, he did. Connell survived. Never mind. Okay.
Oh,
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yep. So so attacking. Let's go. No further bonuses. It looks like so. All right.
So let's see. So you hit AC 6 from behind with your mace. So that is absolutely a hit. Good hit. Good hit. So 7 points. All right.
Otherwise,
So
we
the spider.
missed. We skip. Oh, never mind. We're in a new round. Okay, never mind. I'm still in shock. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure. Mandonio, you're up. Mandonio.
No, we're still in this. We're still in the same round. I just came off of hold. Is what it was.
Oh, okay.
Mandonio
Just
is up.
Skandara didn't get it. We skipped Skandara because she was in the same initiative as a Death Weaver, and I was in shock. And
Yeah. We skipped her. So go ahead, Skandar.
she's gonna run up because it's do or die time. She's gonna run up beside Raymond and backstab.
All right, do it.
Is it a plus bonus for
Plus 4 to hit.
+4?
Yep. Oh, so close. All right. Unfortunately, she misses. Okay. Aguilar is down. Connell's screaming in terror. Griffin Russell.
He will charge in with his spear.
Okay. Perfect. Okay.
So that's
+2 to hit, +2 from flank, so +4 to hit.
What in the world? Oh, okay. I'm not used to giving me this melee and range option. Oh my.
Oh,
God,
guys. Wow.
Dude, we had so many
Three.
attacks.
I know. Oh, man.
We had so many attacks.
Yeah.
I
Tyrannius,
think
you're up.
we're
That's kind of like a record when you see our judge rolling 17s and 18s. We're rolling 3s. What can we do?
I am assured that the
All right, I rolled. Somehow it says Turok, but that was me rolling my missile. 2 points.
okay. All right. So
2
Was
points
Sean
for the
too?
king. Yeah, he just got kicked.
oh shit.
what happened?
Casualties. All right. So oh my god, you guys. I can't believe the Death Spider got a 6 on initiative. Oh my god. Okay, Androbus.
Gargle.
Oh, right. Okay, well, Deathweaver Spider is going to, let's see. I didn't declare a withdrawal, so I'm going to attack Connell, and then if I kill Connell, then I will turn to face.
Hold the line, Connell.
Wait a minute. So he can't turn to face me immediately.
I forgot to say that I was doing a withdrawal, so my fault. It is what it is. All right, so Connell is
You got to stop doing that.
shredded.
I'm just saying.
And then I will go up to there. And then I will turn around this way. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Haraeus.
All right, where is Haraeus heading out? He is it's highlighting somebody odd.
We have pinged him for you.
Yep, I see. Thanks. All right, Haraeus is going to have to add 1 holy water, which I threw. Didn't help.
Nothing helps when you only roll 3s.
I know. Thank you. So, all right, he's gonna engage with the sword.
Okay. Heroic.
Oh, yeah. Well,
God damn it. Seriously.
Oh shit,
I think
Griffin,
it's
you're
time for Alex's famous quote from West Point. It just doesn't matter.
That's right. It just doesn't matter.
I mean,
No.
I think. So, by the way, not that it
Can I-
may, who
can I
knows?
put
It
him up
might
there?
Kyria's sword is still bane ruined, by the way. So,
It is. That's correct. Okay.
so
Griffin
and
Russell is
somebody
up.
can. Yeah.
Griffin will charge again.
Charges again. Okay. He can't charge. He doesn't have enough room. So
Oh,
So
Can he-
Griffin
can he
can pick up. Griffin can pick up
the sword
Kyria's
and attack?
sword.
okay.
it's right next to him. So can he pick it up and attack with it, or does that take too
Um,
much?
No, because it would be a movement action to pick it up, and then he's not in range to attack it.
All right, he'll pick up the sword.
All right. He picks up the sword.
And he'll step
Shut
over
it
here.
down.
He doesn't want to be. He doesn't want to be between.
Yeah, I get it. Okay. Jenna?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's coming up really slow for me. Can somebody else shoot Jenna?
Yeah, sure.
Not me.
Doesn't Alex do it?
Fine. I'll roll for Jenna. Here we go. Okay. Not a problem.
Challenge accepted.
What you guys don't know.
That's traditional.
Oh,
My luck only works one way. All right. So
Better than three.
Mandonio.
The evils of the Force.
All right, Mandonio is up.
Well,
That's gone
Mandonio,
also, right?
anybody?
that would
Yeah,
have been
that's
Sean,
Sean.
I guess, but
That's Grant, and Grant's gone.
Oh.
So. Well, someone, Willie?
And the only choice really is to just move into melee and go at it, right? I mean,
Or you could run screaming for your lives and let it kill Newton.
and everyone
That's
else is
getting
already
more and
fallen.
more and more tempting as the time goes on, isn't it?
So
Indeed.
I mean, I think he's just got to go into melee and
Yep.
swing with his Morning Star.
What has he got for?
He's got a Morning Star. Yeah.
All right.
Shall I roll it, or unless somebody else wants to? I'm not rolling very well. Well, none of us are. I'm not hearing anyone else. I'll do.
I'm so-
Someone else rolled it. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Next time it's gonna have to be somebody else.
Wow. All right, Ravela's up.
I'm not rolling anymore. That's it. I'm done.
yeah.
Right.
Okay, so Ravela's gonna go next to Turok, or let's say the Blade Dancer. She's a religious.
Okay. All right. So it's going to be same thing. So let me just move Griffin off of her. So she's at negative 15 out of 7, though. So she's actually going to be virtually impossible to save
Oh, goodness.
because she would be at negative 20. So she'd be at a negative 7 on the D20 roll.
Oh, it's not.
Of
Time to
course,
roll
so would,
20.
so would Turok, and Aguilar would be at +3.
So following the rules of triage, then it would have to be Aguilar, right?
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the triage rules is you save the folks that
Yeah.
need saving.
Save who you can. All right, we'll roll for Aguilar then.
Save who you can. Yeah. Oh, that's a bummer. All right. 1d20
Grey Brotherhood
Plus
is
3,
not
you said?
recruiting.
Right. 1d20
plus 3.
Yeah.
So 17.
Oh, that's a good roll. Okay. That's a good roll. So Aguilar recovers in shock. He has 1 hit point. Give me a d6. 4. All right. So he had some fingers bitten off on his hand, and it would have been his weapon hand. So roll d3 for number of fingers lost. All right. Aguilar has lost 2 fingers. 1 hit point. Okay. All right. Very exciting. Next up is Castinus and Scandara. Scandara already went, so Castinus is up.
I think Newton
No,
sure
Skandara
won't
hasn't gone
roll
this round.
anymore.
Scandara
went
hasn't
last
gone?
round.
Okay.
No.
All right. So Scandara.
Oh my goodness. She does not want to be in the way of this thing. And she can't. It's in melee, so she can't shoot. She is going to go this way and set up for a backstab next round.
Okay. All right. Castinus. I guess we've lost Sean, so
Does he have another holy water, or can he shoot into melee?
he cannot. So I think he's just delaying. Avaro.
All right, Avro is going to try to come in, and let's see. He did his holy water already. He's going to just do his spear.
Okay.
Oh, finally.
Maybe. Finally, a valiant hit.
Yes, that is a good hit. Okay. All right. The Deathweaver spider is looking badly damaged. It's covered with wounds, and ichor is dripping out. All right, Raymond, you're up.
Let's go. I don't know. No, won't be charging. Just heading up in a disciplined manner, and we'll attack.
Attack, not full defense.
I am gambling that I will beat him on the initiative roll next.
Okay.
Oh, Raven!
Let's go.
You can do it. You can do it.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, the
Got some damage.
spider is badly damaged. Its two legs are going limp. One of its mandibles is twitching. It looks at you with pure chthonic malevolence. All right, Tyrannius, you're up.
Bring it home.
3 more points
3 more
damage.
points.
Okay, one of its eyes explodes under the thunderbolt smacking into it. Demonic ichor is just scattered everywhere. And apparently Connells really liked this apartment, this villa that he was selling you, because I guess for his funeral, he asked for his remains to be scattered around the apartment. Wasn't a cremation, though.
Ah,
All right. Any spells, any fighting withdrawals, anything?
Spells, fighting withdrawals.
And
No.
is there anything that Ravila can do spell wise that's better than the staff to help somebody?
No.
Staff is the best one right now, I think.
Oh, wow.
No.
He makes it with a 7 for Raymond. All right. So Kyria's out of the fight. Raymond, you're up.
Oh, yes! I go on full defense.
Full defense. Okay. Avaro.
okay, Alvaro's going to do the same thing again with the spear.
All right.
He's got to redeem himself sooner or later.
That's right.
Come on, Alvaro. Ah!
Oh, dude!
All right. Castinus.
What is up?
Castinus.
I
We
see,
can't hear you,
I
unfortunately.
see him there.
Yeah, I see him. All right. Well, we'll let Griffin act while he's figuring that out.
Griffin can use that Bane Runed weapon, and he's going to come up here and attack it on the flank.
Yeah. Okay.
So
And
what
you get an
kind of
extra
roll
plus
is that?
2 to hit.
Plus
You get an extra +2 hit,
Plus
+2
the
hit
flank.
and damage.
plus 3 to hit total.
Okay. So should I just use her weapon, her character
No,
sheet? Is that the best way?
just roll a d20. He's
Just
a,
roll a natural
he's a
D20?
he's a 0 level fighter, so he's
Oh,
not
okay.
very good at combat. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just rolling the d20. We can add the modifiers we need to it.
Okay, so
That'll
15
do it.
becomes an 18, which hits AC 7, so he hits. So give me a d6 plus 2. Plus 1 for his strength, so d6 plus 3. He kills it. All right, so Griffin swings up with the Bane sword, and as he brings the blade down, it suddenly glows blood red, seeking the creature's death, and he rams it into the incarnation of evil, and the demon just explodes at a splatter of ichor and vanishes. All right. So you guys have one turn to get to Jonathan to 1 hit point. So
Raymond has 2 casts of actually 1 cast of Cure Light Wounds. So
okay. So go ahead.
I'll
plus
put
1
that
on
in.
him. Yep. All right. Meanwhile, let's see how Turok and Kyria are doing. So they will be at -9 each.
All right. So this is for Andrevis.
Okay.
-3 now.
Yep.
Okay.
No, you're negative.
And
You were at -11, Jonathan. Now you're -7.
I was -7. Oh, you're right. I was -11. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Oh.
Okay. All right. So somebody
All
roll
right, now-
20 for Kyria, please.
All right. Now, Ravila. Come on, Ravila. 20 minus what?
9.
9?
That is a 2.
Oh, she's dead.
Give me a D6.
Oof.
All right. So her eyes were a delicious treat for the spider, and she is blind and blood gushes out of her head, and you only have 1 round to get her up to 1 hit point. You have no way of doing 15 hit points of healing, so she is dead and gone. Shortest career ever. Okay.
Oh, man.
Well, she died for you, Newton. Okay.
She did.
Let's roll for Turok. -9.
Even with his constitution bonus? Goodness.
Up, -8.
Anything else?
And then he's got a higher hit die, so -4.
All right.
I'm gonna save Turok.
Sorry, Turok. They killed.
Oh,
This is just bad.
All right. So Ravila still has 2 rolls to heal Andrevis, so she can go ahead and do that.
She has 2 spell casts, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 2d6 plus 2.
2d6 plus 2.
All right.
Puts me at 0.
No, she just did 10 to you, so that puts you at 3.
Oh, I missed the. I was just
So
reading the dice.
you stop at 1. So you're at 1, and she's able to staunch the bleeding on your.
How much is a peg leg?
That is absolutely, well, we don't have to deal with that. We just do the tampering with mortality.
Yeah,
I
you
know,
don't want
I
to have a peg leg. Yeah. All right. Well, that's probably as good a stopping place as any we can pick up here, since so many people are having connection problems. That was pretty terrible. So, yeah.
Okay.
That's the way to
Aguilar?
Say again.
Or did we resolve Aguilar also, or did I?
Yeah, Aguilar just lost 2 fingers.
Yeah, Aguilar
Okay.
with 2 fingers. Yeah.
Okay,
Since
so,
we're in
so
town,
here's
I would like to, if we could, I wouldn't mind figuring out what my horrible ailments are from Restore Life and Limb before we go.
Before we go, sure.
so real quick, guys. This is the lesson from the fight, which is, we can put up the holy circle to prevent it from attacking, but then our offense has to be range and spellcasters that are behind the holy circle, so that the spider or whatever the Caco demon is can't get to them, and they can attack it with impunity. So that's really the answer there.
Yep.
Yeah.
The issue with the circle is people can circumvent it if it's only 10 feet around.
It has
They
to
can
be
get
an
around
enclosed
it.
space.
But
Yeah, you need
but here's
to,
the but here
you need to be in like a building or something where they can't get in. Yeah.
yeah. But here's the other thing. Ravila also has Holy Circle, so if need be, we could have two Holy Circles, basically creating a 40-foot front, and having other spellcasters and archers behind the Holy Circle. So it would, and then you basically kite the thing.
All right.
The problem there, though,
I got to see if Aguilar. I need to check to see if Aguilar blows out because he just took a near-death experience. So 2d6 -1. His loyalty is down to -1.
All right, you want me to roll that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
11. Let's go. 12.
Oh, it's not bad.
Ooh. What'd you get?
8.
8. Okay. He's sticking around.
One of the problems with your strategy, if the problem with your strategy, Newton, is that only myself and Jenna can fire into melee. So as soon as a spider,
Well, the thing is, if we have the Holy Circle and nobody attacks it in melee, then it's not in melee. It can't engage.
well, then, but there's also still the problem of only Jenna and I can shoot through those people to get to it. I think so.
Yeah. All right. Well, Jonathan, rather than leave you hanging, then let's go ahead and do. So you're going to limp over the temple and get repair lost limb, right?
What do you save day bonus?
So we'll have to figure something out. 'Cause, yeah, that didn't turn out quite the way any of us expected. So I was like, what just happened?
Yeah, that was bad luck. Okay, so Jonathan, it will be 325 gold pieces for repair, disability, and disfigurement.
Okay.
And so let's see. So you get +4 from the caster level, +2 makes it +6, -2 per limb destroyed, +4. Do you have a will modifier?
No.
Okay. And you don't have any previous side effects. So it's D20 +4 for you.
And Raymond will pay for this.
Oh, okay.
That's not a good roll.
Oh, no. Oh, my God, Jonathan. Jesus Christ, guy.
This is just so bad. There we go. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm just in shock. This is so bad. Okay.
No. Oh, no.
Oh, Sean came back just in time for the end. We can't hear you though, Sean.
Wait, we rolled on mortality wounds table for recovery for me, and I rolled a 6 and a 1.
I'm so sorry, Jonathan.
That's okay. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
I'm not.
Oh, not good. Not good.
All right, so she says something has followed you back.
Oh, on my sword. I don't know.
No, it's fine. It's fine as long as
We have Tony wipe every other week now. I mean,
we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So here's the thing. We have to as much as possible rest in holy places.
Oh,
So
Dad, it doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Maybe this is not the right time. I'm very bitter. So
yeah.
Oh,
No,
man.
you guys might want to start your own like the short-lived brotherhood.
I'm gonna become a
the interesting thing about this is it's actually a very fitting result. So
It is. It's
It's
very.
not.
it's a narratively fitting result. It sucks. I'm not saying we should be like happy, but it is a narratively fitting result, and I find it fascinating that that's what the dice came up with. So
You're saying because the demon tainted him, and now another demon's going to be.
Yep.
Going
Yeah.
after him.
That's
Yeah.
that's basically what it is.
Yeah.
I think the reality we have to face is I learned from listening to one of Alex's interviews that in the Oran Empire, gray is the mark of death as opposed to black. We're the Grey Brotherhood. We're toast.
Well, so you guys may want to look into magical effects that can remove tampering with mortality penalties. So,
It's pretty much like only a wish, right?
Yeah.
you know, there might be ways. Something to think about.
I mean, there's got to be a way. There's always a way of that. We just
How
don't
much,
know it yet.
How much healing do I need before I can
3 weeks.
go die? 3 weeks.
Yep.
Hey, we were just on the third week.
We were going to leave.
Yep.
Hey, so
You'd be like,
hey, so
we got a story for you.
hey, so what the fuck? Here's the thing, though. This villa, I mean, it's really nice, but it's obviously cursed. So we should get like a discount on it, right?
Well, the guy's dead. So I think they probably don't want to sell you property, given that the broker got slaughtered by monsters.
It's not our fault.
And
that
Travis
the
is
broker
dead.
was
I mean-
dealing with monsters.
I got to say,
How do we know
Travis
he
is
wasn't
dead.
the one that was the distracted?
Raymond has the benefit of massive AC. My best AC I can possibly get is 4. And I had a demon coming after me. I am dead unless there is a way to get rid of it. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Maybe,
Next time
maybe you
demon
guys
comes,
could
I'm
just
dead.
like, you guys could roam together.
So
That's it, man.
Yeah,
Game
so-
over. Game over, man.
It really is.
So-
I'm seriously thinking that, and Travis might just need to retire. I mean, I don't know.
So just again for reference, Ravalik and Cat Holy Circle. Basically, it looks like any of the divine spellcasters in this setting at first level can cast Holy Circle. So far
Not all.
on their spell lists.
Shamans can't.
So
Maybe they can. I don't know.
oh, okay, wait.
Anyway,
Is that in her repertoire right now?
the clerics have a repertoire from their god, so yeah, it's in her repertoire.
That's in her repertoire, and not only that, she has double the spell slots than Raymond.
Yeah.
But you know, it's,
Yeah.
she can cast a ton of spells.
She needs a different role
Yeah,
in
she-
some of this.
Well, if I were you guys, I would spend some time in city trying to ask if there's ways to get rid of tampering with mortality.
Like 3 weeks.
Yeah, you've got 3 weeks to kill,
Wait.
those to speak.
Maybe you could shift that taint to somebody else.
Oh
Heck.
gosh.
And we lost Turok. That makes me sad.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, you know what? You could go get Kyria and Turok raised. You know, they're only recently dead. I'm sure it would be fine. Like, probably
That's true.
have just 3 or 4 demons chasing you.
Yeah.
No, that's true. No, we can't get them raised. I mean, I'll leave it to our virtuous comptroller over there to make a decision. Because that's a bit more expensive than restoring
It's
limbs.
very expensive, yeah. And it will be at a bad penalty because they were instantly killed. So, well, Turok will be at a very bad penalty because he was instantly killed. Kyria will be at a somewhat bad penalty because she lost both eyes, but she's probably salvageable. But it's 3,000 something gold pieces for a first level character.
Oh, each?
Yeah, per.
So 3,000 each. Oh,
Or maybe it's 1,250. Sorry, 1,250, I believe.
Yeah, it was something like 1,200.
Yeah, 1,250. So 2,500 for the both.
yikes. So how much was restoring limbs for Androvus? 320, 325 you said?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta subtract that.
Did you get a refund
206.
if you're not satisfied with the result?
Right? No, you do not.
You're never satisfied with the result on those. There's no such thing as a good result. It's just how bad is it?
No, actually, I mean, there's some pretty interesting. Good results. I feel.
Well, just doubled our
You have to
chances.
roll really. Yeah, you just have to roll like really high.
Yeah. Are you saying you're trying to restore these two? Like, seriously, you're going to
Yeah.
do that?
I don't think we have the
I don't
money.
know.
Well, I guess we barely do. We could drain our coppers and do it.
So, Jonathan, you should have
Yeah, I mean,
waited. On our
Yeah,
night where
we-
we're rolling so shit, might be.
It doesn't matter. I always roll bad.
I know.
So,
So yeah, so we have we have the money, but I'm not the money guy. So
we'll probably resolve that when we get back together when Sean's got connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't keep
but
equity there.
but it would be good to revive those two. And that would be that might be something that kind of for the others as well, knowing that when we have the money that we'd be willing to revive them.
Hey, if we kill Androvus and then revive him, do we get a different result?
No, you just get
No.
As for the,
I
I want to note
do
that I have 390 gold pieces left. I'm putting them all into the temple.
Right, you're like, I'm donating it.
I'm donating all of it.
Yep. So you have like 800 reserve XP now?
I have to do the math. So no, it's not that much because I spent some money. So
Right.
yeah, I'll do the math. I'll figure out what it is. But yeah, it's probably about.
Yeah, I mean,
700.
I honestly, if I was you guys, I would not raise Kyria and Turok. Because that's
That's
a
take
ton of
royalty
money.
checks, right?
They're going to have to take loyalty checks, and they'll probably come back with terrible side effects. And so you're stuck with first level characters who have a 50% chance of leaving. You have at least a 50% chance of the tampering with mortality effect, which is ruinous. And then you don't have any money to heal yourselves. And also, you could save that money for, funerals and things for yourselves. But it's up to you. I mean,
That's fair. That's fair enough. But finding a blade dancer is really tough. So
it is. Yeah. Sorry that you rolled nothing but threes all night long and got slaughtered, but so it goes.
that was the most threes in a row I've seen. Something's up with the random number generator in this thing because.
Yeah, did you set something in the game settings where it's like GM can only roll 17s and 18s and everyone else can roll 3s and 4s? I mean, what the fuck?
I know, that was crazy. So, all right,
so
guys.
punishing.
Hello, everyone, and thanks for joining episode 15 of the ACKS Imperial Imprint actual play campaign, The Grey Brotherhood. 30 years ago, we were comrades at the West Point Wargames Club. Now we've come together again to play ACKS II, the new edition that is crowdfunding now. If you're just joining the campaign, be sure to check the description below for a link to the Annals of the Grey Brotherhood. Anytime you need a refresher, you can just check the link in the description to review everything that's gone before. We begin episode 15 in the city of Saidanos, where the Grey Brotherhood has just suffered tragic losses to a Keiko demon hunting for Raymond's soul. It is mid-afternoon on the 2nd of Inalin, Imperial year 381. All right. So in the morning of the 2nd, you had gone and gotten some restoration magic for your friend Andravas. And Andravas is now also being hunted by a Keiko demon and is quite weak. You also have reconnected with Higlak, who has finally recovered from his downtime. When you see Higlak, you're really surprised, actually, because he's must have gained about 10 pounds. And, and Higlak, you don't even think you've been eating all that much. It's like your metabolism slowed down or something.
Oh my.
I'd work on that cardio.
Does he look like he's gained it in any one spot, or is it evenly distributed, or is he like nursing a growth or something?
Nope, evenly distributed. He just looks like, I don't know. Something must have happened that slowed his metabolism down because he's just packing on the pounds.
It's interesting because I lost a good 10 plus pounds just recently. Of course, it wasn't evenly distributed.
All right. So you guys are remarking about Higlak's weight when the door to the Stone Tankard Inn where you stay pushes open, and a man with a stentorian voice and resplendent toga announces himself, and he says, I am the attorney Timonius Therumatas of Guildmaster Peristo Pontivoris. I am searching for those called the Grey Brotherhood.
That is us. Well met. Join us.
He strides over to you and he hands you a sheet of paper, and he says, you have been served. I hereby deliver to you service from Guildmaster Peristo Pontivoris of the Merchants Guild for the sum of 4,675 gold pieces, of which 2,200 gold pieces is the sum lost to the fair market value of our villa, and 2,475 gold pieces is the sum due for the wrongful death of our most esteemed real estate broker. That you are responsible should not even be questioned in a court of law, as your outrageous cowardice in a fight against a demon you are responsible for incarnating has directly led to this tragic loss of life and property value. And he then lifts up his chin at you, crosses his arms, and he says, however, I am to offer you as a settlement that if you would like to purchase the villa for its full purchase price of 7,200 gold pieces, all can be forgiven. The Merchants Guild is eager for the accursed demon-ridden villa to be taken off its hands. What shall I tell the Guildmaster?
How long do we have to consider?
He says, the Guildmaster intends to prosecute this with great expedition, so I would not consider long.
Where can we find you?
He says, oh, well, I work in the Merchant Guild House. You can find me there.
Okay. We shall come there with our answer.
Please be sure to come to see me. Do not attempt to see my client. That would be a violation of the rules of ethics of litigation.
How do we know that does the offer stipulate also in writing the alternative to purchase the villa, or is that just him stating that?
The warrant, or rather the service of process, does not. But if you would like a written contract, the Guildmaster would be happy to provide one.
Okay.
However, I must stress we're eager to move fast on this. You understand, grieving families and lowering rent prices.
Of course.
All right, very good then.
We will consider your offer, and we will provide you an answer.
All right. He nods and strides out. Everybody in the tavern kind of looking at you side-eye now.
I had the feeling there'd be some sort of ramifications for fiend running loose in the town. So the question is...
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Mandonia.
It seems we have to purchase the villa now. There's no other option. Mandonia will be happy to occupy a room in it.
My question is that I'm thinking about is I don't know that we have to come up with 7,000, but I mean, that's the full price. So I assume there would probably be a down payment. It's like any property, down payment and a mortgage would be a potential option too.
I think I can bargain. Yes, I think I can bargain not only a price but probably some sort of arrangement. Yes. So to speak. So this is just speaking with the brothers and the henchmen there. Well, I think that we should consider doing this, taking it in some manner, unless we want to go to court over it. But if we want to make this town our base eventually, I think this is an opportunity to do it. It's not optimal, but it's a way. Thoughts?
Well, of what I remember of the place, I liked it. It seemed to have enough room and a good bit in the courtyard that I can train troops in. So that would be a useful space. And then beyond that, I'm not sure what the real estate prices are like in the bit, and honestly, I don't remember the fact that that real estate agent died. But man, sucks to be him.
Yeah, he got torn apart.
Yeah.
Was that after I disconnected?
It was after I got torn apart, but that was fairly early on. Probably after he got disconnected. He went through a cleave cycle where he took out. I think that's when he took out. No, Turok went down first, and he took out Kyria and Agalor. He dropped Agalor, and then he cleaved on and tried to cleave on to the real estate guy. Missed, and then the next round he tore that guy up, and then Anyway, I'm inclined to agree. I mean, it's a nice location. I mean, it's not the ideal location necessarily, but it is near a gate, I think. It's 5,000 square feet per floor, and can house 8 patricians and 10 henchmen, and So I mean, I think
That's pretty awesome.
Has a large stables.
Yeah.
Plenty of room to grow.
Yeah.
And it's now hollowed ground.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
So you would need to have a deposit of, they'll loan you up to 5,000 gold pieces. With collateralized against the home. So you would need 2,200 less whatever you're able to bargain the price down.
Yeah.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
Well, and I think this will be this is not the ideal, but this will be time for Cassidus to join the Merchant Guild.
Amazing.
They're going to be like, you're that guy.
So much, I joined the guild. Willie, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it seems to make sense to do that, to give it a try.
Okay. So then let's talk about this. So then I see 3 kind of big transactions that we're gonna have to do. The 2 assets that we can use to loan against are going to be the Imperial standard that we found. It's worth about 4,000 gold pieces. We can use that to collateralize some sort of loan. Second is going to be the painting that we had the famous painter paint for us, but it's in Turos Tem inside Arapos's vault, so we would have to travel back there to get it, and then bring. The good news is the painter is famous inside Annals, so this is the place to have it appraised and probably loan against it. So those are 2 big assets that we do have. Then the third is if we want to to prioritize trying to discover if there's a person, if there's a thing, or if there is a place that we can visit to rid ourselves of the demon and I think and Higlax thing. I guess maybe there's some place where we can get a lot of the tempering with mortality taken care of. So I think that each one of those communion spells is going to cost us around 1250 if I read that calculation correct. So if we ask 6 yes or no questions, that would put us at another 2,500.
Right. And there's also divination, which can be useful as well.
And I think that one is not, I think that one's a lower, I think it's a class, a 4th level.
Yeah, it's 4th level. It's much less expensive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it provides a useful piece of advice regarding a specific goal, event, or activity. And it's usually a cryptic rhyme.
I see.
That's
as compared to communion, where you get, you're limited in the structure of what you can ask, but you at least are getting a clear answer.
maybe if we ask the question in the form of a rhyme, it will be even more prescient. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fourth level is 325 for the divinations. They're much less expensive.
Okay. So here's the other thing. We depending on how we roll, we might be limited on the number of communion spells that we can have cast in a month. So that means maybe another trip to Cipheron too. So is everybody kind of tracking with what we've got thus far?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
then,
divination sounds somewhat valuable. Are you thinking maybe we'll try that or just go straight for commune?
well, maybe we could, I think
Talk to the
well, we
priestess.
could do-
I mean,
yeah,
they might actually have some
yeah,
advice on that.
we can do that one with what we have right now. I think we can.
Okay. Well, you can head over to the priestess then. You're not far off because you're in the Stone Tankard Inn, which is right close to the Plaza of the Pantheon and the Temple of the Empyreans. And you've already met the matriarch as well as the Reverend
One
Mother.
question. Amid the chaos of disconnections and whatnot last session, were we able to harvest the ichor from that demon? I imagine we would have intended to, but we were chaotic.
Yeah. You would have gotten the demon ichor, yes.
Okay.
So that would give us some a little more money.
Yeah, that definitely.
So
will
that
be.
demon ichor is worth 1,600 gold pieces.
Well, that helps.
Okay. Then if we make these trips, what are you guys' thoughts about having Andrevis and until we know exactly where we're going or who we're going to go see or what we're going to do, having them wait in the temple?
Yeah, I think I need to wait in the temple. For one thing, I have to heal, so I can't travel. For another thing, if it comes down to it, I'm not going to watch more people get chewed up by a demon. That's not going to happen on my watch. So,
Right.
so I will.
Although apparently I'm gaining extra weight, so the demon can chew on me, and
You need to walk and not ride.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think let's head let's head to the temple and start with divination.
Ooh, Scandara just leveled. I just saw it when Alex did his XP. I
She
think.
did. She made it up to level 2. Yep.
Sweet.
Congrats, Gandara. Yeah. Good for her.
Sorry, I had a little squirrel moment there as I just saw I was looking at the XP.
Nice.
Yay.
So did Griffin get a ton of XP? Is that a calculation I'm seeing up there?
He got
Well, that
some,
was-
yeah, but he's still pretty negative.
No, what you're seeing there at the end of last session, I think when you were disconnected, I was feeling rather in shock, and which I think was actually rather in character. And as the healing was done, and I realized what happened to me, I threw all the rest of my money into the into the coffers. So that's why.
Who does Scandara work for?
That's me.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 2 die 4 for her hit points. Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
My
Awesome.
goodness.
Oh,
Wow, that's
She's up
awesome.
to 8 hit points, so she's a badass thief now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Sean. That was me putting getting my base XP higher because I'm expecting to die.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
And then we were talking about using funds, and I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I did it. So it's in character. I was in shock and
Coulda, coulda, woulda,
Dibs
shoulda.
and yeah. So
All right. So, so you guys decide you were going to go talk to the priestess and see what could be done.
Yes.
sorry, I interrupted
All right.
that.
All right. So you stroll over to go see Reverend Mother Madeline. This is she's a Tyrrhenian woman about age 50, the public leader of the temple, highest ranking keeper of the hearth fire. And as you approach, there's a small waiting line to see her. You see a number of finely dressed men are all sort of speaking at her. she looks vaguely annoyed by the whole situation. And after about 30 minutes, she waves them away and they move on. And she walks over to you and she says, well met, Grey Brothers.
Well met, Reverend Mother. We come seeking advice and services.
She says, tell me what you seek.
2 of our brothers are now marked by the extraplanar demons, and we come to seek information, advice, any divination of how, if at all possible, we can rid ourselves of this scourge.
She says, there are spells known to me which could be useful in that regard. They do require a donation to the temple. One of them requires a great donation to the temple, but you've never lacked for funds to my knowledge, so I'm sure that's not an issue for you. I could cast the augurs and attempt a divination, or I could reach out to the archangels that serve my Lady Mitiara and ask for guidance.
We will ask the lady in the future. Right now, we'll try with your divine power.
Okay. So a clerk comes up to take the donation so that the priestess herself doesn't have to soil herself with a greedy transaction. And so that is 325 gold pieces. And she says, in order to make the divination, you must tell me an activity or action or event you wish me to ponder.
If I may speak,
Yes.
I'm one of those who are afflicted. As I think you know, you just helped tend to my healing.
Yes, of course.
And
So-
I'm very troubled by this. I feel as though we've obviously been marked, and there is some nefarious entity that seeks to undo the work that we are doing. We are sworn to try to bring light to the borderlands. We have, as you may know, there is a temple which has been afflicting Turos Tim, a buried temple of Zaharan evil. And these fell things I believe are a response to our endeavors in that temple. And I'm troubled in the soul because I feel like, we are doing Amonar's good work and we're being afflicted for that. So that's more background perhaps than guidance. But
the goal you wish me to divine then is the salvation from this affliction?
Yes. How do we cease we are both myself and Brother Raymond are currently being hunted by Keiko demons, and how do we evade their clutches forever or turn their eyes somewhere else away from us?
Okay. All right. So she says, let me question Mitiara. The White Lady will provide guidance. And she closes her eyes and speaks a prayer to Mitiara, and then she opens her eyes. And when she opens her eyes, like they've rolled back, and so all you're seeing are the whites. And she says, salvation can be found on the holy ground of the forest lily shrine made by elves in olden time. And then her eyes return to normal, and she says, I saw a vision of a white shrine in a forest.
Can you get the whole rhyme again? That went by pretty quick. I don't know if you so I can catch the nuances. Salvation can be found on the holy ground, and I didn't catch. Oh, awesome! Thank you. Boy, I wish Gwynfor was here.
Yep.
I wonder if that's the same place we found where we found the apples and other in the groves and things, or if this is a different forest at least.
Well,
I don't think that wasn't holy ground. I don't think that was an orchard.
That's true.
That the elves had groomed. So I don't think it was one of their holy sites.
luckily, Andrevis, who is now quite the map maker, might know of ancient elven forests.
So the forests that are known in this area are the Luson Forest, the Viespin Forest, the Nongale Forest, and the Istrith Forest. All of them were elven forests.
See.
There was that I don't. Well, that's probably not an easy way to solve this, but maybe there was the. Remember the elven party we passed when we were going upriver? They were heading downriver.
Yeah.
I think they're going to the Luson Forest though. So
They were going to Luson. Yep.
Would the Tower of Knowledge, you think, Willie, Tyrenius, have any knowledge on elves and forests, or is that kind of something they would look down upon? Or is there anyone in this town we think might have some knowledge on elven forests?
Yeah, you
The
could
guy
certainly
in,
go to the Tower of Knowledge and ask a sage.
Remember in Sipharon, we were approached at the inn by that guy who collected elven curiosities, the Argolian family.
Yep, that's right.
He might have some knowledge too. So if we end up having to go up to Sipharon, he might be somebody to talk to as well.
Well, so looking at the map, look at this: the Lauzon or the Luzon, the Viaspin, and the Nongale are all to the west of the Chrysivore. So if we used communion, we could ask, is the forest lily shrine made by elves in olden time to the east? And if it'd be yes, we'd be actually, and so if it's no, we said, well, then it's to the west. That kind of narrows it down. So that would be one. That could be one question that we could use.
And then we could ask, is it east of Kuros Alm? And if it's east of Kuros Alm, then we know it's non-Gol forest. Or we can do various, or whatever. Pick a Turos and choose a direction from it to narrow down.
We could say, does it border the Viamir marshes?
Right.
And then that would eliminate the Viaspin or confirm.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So east or west. And so if they say that it's west, then that is the Istrith, which is the big nasty one, which will probably be. So, okay.
3 questions, we can narrow down which forest it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's east or west, does it border the marshes? And then,
is it west of Turos Tim or east of Turos Tim? Would work, or if we rule out Viaspin, and then we can ask, is it if it's west of Turos Tim, we know it's Luson, and if it's east, we know it's Gold.
Or north of Turos Morn, then that would be the Nongale.
Yeah. I like it.
East to west, marshes, Turos Morn. Okay, there's 3 questions.
And if we get lucky, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's say if we get lucky and we get the right answer on, say the second question, then we can make, is it on the north half of the forest, or something like that to narrow down within the forest. With the extra question.
Great. Good stuff. Okay. Well, the priestess says, does this mean you wish a communion?
Unless anybody's got any objections, let's do it. Okay.
Go for it.
1250.
All right. She says, ask your questions. I shall relay them to the powers above. Please understand, we are not speaking directly to the gods, for they are far too powerful, and contact with them by a mortal would surely shatter the soul. We speak to the intermediaries of the gods, and they are not necessarily all-knowing. Do you wish to proceed?
That's what we got.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. She says, what is your first question?
Do you, Andreas, you want to do it or I'll do it?
You got it written down. You go ahead.
Okay. The salvation to be found on the holy ground of the forest lily shrine made by elves in olden time. Is it to the east or the west of the Chrysivore River?
She says it must be a yes or no question.
Oh, is it east of the Chrysivore River?
Okay. She mouths silently the words that you've uttered in the question, and then her eyes roll back in her head again and reveal pure white, and she says, no.
It means it's not
Okay.
Istris. That's really good news.
Okay, next. She looks at you with her serene gaze and she says, your second question, Castinus.
The forest lily shrine made by elves in old is the forest lily shrine made by elves in olden time border the Viamere marshes.
Her eyes roll back in her head and she says, yes.
I'm sure the priestess needs to rest a minute.
She says, please, I will lose my connection
Oh,
in about a minute. Please ask your last question.
Ask north south or something like that, or east west, or northern half, southern half, or something like that.
Yeah.
That's about the best I can think of.
Yeah, the north. I'm going to ask for the northern. I'll ask north of Turos Spen. That's the. It looks like kind of the line.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The Forest Lily Shrine, made by elves in olden time. Is it located north of Turos Spen in the V Aspen Forest?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Well, that completes us for today.
Thank you, Reverend Mother.
All right. So she says, excuse me, it is taxing in the extreme to be so close to the divine power. And she kind of like stumbles off.
Okay.
Well, that went really well. I gotta say. I'm thrilled it's not in the Istris.
Yeah, I know.
Had a little happy it's not in Lucian because that sounds like it's seething with undead, and so that'd be a whole nother nightmare.
I want you guys to know that this place is where it is. It's in the capital of the Borderlands Gazetteer. I didn't change it to make life easier on you.
I think I've held off reading it because I didn't want to spoil any of this. Just in
Yeah,
case, I know
I know.
that camp. I got that book with your Kickstarter, many years ago it was, and I have not read it because
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so yesterday or today, I realized that I failed to respond to one of the Backer Kids surveys, and I think I never received some of that kind of stuff.
Oh no!
Terrible me.
Oh no!
Which explains why I felt like I was rebuying Capital of the Borderlands again because I never got the first one.
Oh no!
Oh, so terrible.
Gosh, yeah,
You're supporting
that's all.
Alex.
That's all basically automated,
Exactly.
right? Because I just send the spreadsheet over to a fulfillment house, so it's hard for me to even notice if someone misses it.
Yeah, maybe I should have gotten 15 reminders instead of 5. Then maybe I would have remembered.
my fault entirely. All right. Well, what do you guys want to do? It's now,
Okay.
mid-afternoon on the 2nd.
Okay. Well, then, how much time do we think Andrevis has before he has to go into the temple? It's like, does his...
He rolls every week,
we're
right?
not sure if how soon his clock starts.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Probably should. Maybe we should just assume now and talk to. I don't know if it's the Reverend Mother we need to talk to again, or for somebody else in the temple, and see if I can arrange to stay there as well. If a mere layman
Yes,
like
with-
me.
I'm sure Raymond can vouch for you and stay. And yeah.
We're in good standing with them. We treat them well. So
Mhm.
I'd like to ask that. I'm not sure.
Okay. So the priestess says, she says, so you wish to stay in the temple guarded by a holy circle while you recover?
Well, my understanding is this is a a fount of good? Is that the right? What's the right word?
A pinnacle of good.
A pinnacle of good.
Yes.
And
It is, but it may not be powerful enough to keep out a demon. But we could arrange for some of the younger priestesses to stay by you and maintain a holy circle.
what would the price be for that?
She says, hold, and she waves over her clerk, talks to the clerk, and then the clerk says, it would require 75 gold pieces a day donation.
I mean, if I'm going to stay in the temple at all, I'm going to stay with that because I'm not going to bring a demon into this temple. I will stay outside in the woods and die horribly before I do that. So,
Yeah, we can do that.
so
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, great. So then she says, then please follow me. We'll put you up in one of the cells where the priestesses live. I'm sure they will be happy to give you a bedchamber given your grievous plight.
thank you.
All right.
Oh, yeah, Raymond and I need to split the chamber since he needs it too.
Yeah,
Hopefully he doesn't snore.
Can split the chamber. Yeah. You're going to be bored as heck because you're just going to be sitting there.
I'm on bed rest too, so I can't do a squat.
Anyway, yeah.
He can study his
Okay.
military manuals.
That's right. That's right. Raymond is studying military manuals.
I'm on a week
Well,
bed rest, isn't it? I think. Is that right?
He can. There's also like some maps. Maybe we can get him some maps from the Hall of Travelers and help. Maybe he can help try to find a location while we make the trip to Turostem and back.
So your guys are going to Turostem and back?
Well, we have to go get the painting,
Gotcha.
and there's also a healing potion that Malin is making for us too.
Yep. Okay, so no
We
problem. So
Go ahead.
we also need to see the guildmaster about the property.
Yes, yeah. I'll need to go.
If they're worried about us running out on a loan, you can tell them that I'm the collateral. If you don't come back, you can you can sell me to the arena. Might be some good fun at an arena fight with the demon suddenly showing up to add to the mix. But I mean, if they're worried about collateral, I can be human collateral. So
No.
Okay, so do you want to go talk to the guy now, or you
Yeah,
want to do that
let's
when
go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go knock this out.
Okay.
To the Merchant Guild.
All right. So you head over to the Merchant Guild, and you enter. It's a busy place. Lots of clerks and accountants scurrying around. Scribes taking dictation from various merchants. People bargaining loudly over prices, similar to like a New York Stock Exchange. And the attorney makes his way over when he sees you enter Castanus, and he says, "Have you given thought to the kind and generous offer of my client?"
Yes, we have. I have a counter proposal for you. May we speak and negotiate?
You may speak to me. What is your counter proposal? I will relay it to him. You will understand that given that the last member of the Merchants Guild that spoke with you was horribly slain by a demon, that the guildmaster is not eager to expose himself to your presence.
Yes, understand. We propose to can you give me a pause here for 30 seconds while I get my
Yeah.
numbers together? Okay. Okay, Alex, what did you say was his was the typical collateralized portion that they would
2,200
okay.
is what you need to pay up.
Okay, can we do that? Yes. Okay. I say we would like to negotiate the purchase price of the villa at 6,500.
All right, well, you're going to have to roll to negotiate against him. So you've got Charisma 16, and at this point, 2 ranks of bargaining, from what I understand. One from being a venturer and one from your training. So you're at 2d6 plus 4. I'm at 2d6 plus 2. Good roll. Okay. He says, you drive a hard bargain, but your terms are acceptable.
This is how we propose to pay this, because we will need to negotiate a payment plan with you.
He says, how much would you be seeking to finance?
We will finance 4,500.
Okay, he nods, and he quickly consults an abacus And then he says, the Merchants Guild has authorized me to offer you a 5-year interest-only loan at 3% with the principal payable at the end of the 5 years. You will owe 135 gold pieces per month payable to the Merchant Guild at the start of each month.
This is acceptable.
He
The
says
number was
that
one. Say it again.
135
135.
gold pieces a month.
Okay.
He says, excellent. And an intern comes scurrying up, with a little fluff of hair like he's trying to grow a beard. And he says, yes, sir. And he says, draw up a contract. And he lays out the terms, and the intern nods. Yes, sir.
Additionally, now I have a request for you. I seek to become a member of the guild.
Of the Merchants Guild?
Yes.
Well, I'm not...
This illustrious transaction has firmly planted the flag of the Grey Brotherhood in the town of Saidanos. For me to continue to do business here would be less than reputable, not being a member of the guild.
Yeah. So he, let's see, requires friendly reaction roll at +1. Okay. So roll 2d6. You get +1 for being a venturer, +2 for your charisma, and +2 for your ranks of bargaining. Let's see if they accept you. He says, I think it would be ill-advised to attempt an application at this time, but perhaps after several months of steady payment, it could be reconsidered.
Fair enough. Do you know of the famous painter Evanos Peer?
Of course. I am a man of great taste. I have one of his earlier works. Tragic loss, one so young and so talented.
Perhaps I will call on you in a week.
He nods. Okay. So the attorney strides off to go do attorney things. All right. You guys are now the contract has been drawn up. You guys are now the owners of the villa.
Okay.
And we don't have to stay in hotels anymore.
No.
It's very exciting. Where to, guys?
The three of you, since you're healthy, get the pick of the rooms.
Right?
Oh no! By the time Jonathan recovers, he gets there. Mandonio is camping out in the room he wanted. Genevale is squatting in the other one. He's like, "What the?"
This
You
Babel.
can have the spare bathroom.
I'm one of the
Spare
party
bathroom.
members. Why am I in the bathroom?
He gets a large walk-in closet. That's what he gets for his room.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Then let's get ready to make the trip to Turos Town.
Okay. So presumably you leave the next day, so you have the full day to travel.
Can we get a war dog dropped into the party? And anybody got a good name for the new war dog?
Oh, I threw a bunch into possible ones from last week. I think into Discord. At least parts of names. Thor is valiant. Rook is wild. Suffering is wind. I don't know.
I'm good with Thor. Let's go for it.
It's Tor, no H.
Ah, my bad.
But yeah.
Okay.
It's better than my name. I would have gone with Seymour. So
Okay. Are you going to buy? Did you want to buy the war dog barding?
Ooh.
Yes.
Omas, who we're buying him from.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay. So So the what you probably want to get for him is, so he's a man-sized creature, is spiked barding.
Okay.
That's +1 damage per die to the animal's bite, kloof, claw, hoof, tail, tusk, or trample attacks. Historical examples include the wolf collars used on dogs and the tough swords used on elephants. And you could probably go with chain barding if you want. That chain barding would be 225 if spiked. Scale barding would be 110, or leather would be 60.
Let's do the 110.
110? Okay, so scale barding. Sounds good.
No, I'm typing a quick recap for you so you can catch up with where we're at. That's the first half.
Thank you. The first half.
And I'll,
All right.
yeah.
From the priestess above, Tor. All right.
If you scroll up a little bit, see the thing by Agalor Stellum Doran, the words up there just a little bit higher up. That's the augur that she gave.
The north half of the Viaspin Forest. And where?
Yep.
And the north half. So, and the evil temple is what, in the south?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We can leave Andrevis with some, he's with some additional funds so that he can send out for maps and logs and things like that while we're on the trip, right? And they have them brought to the temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, well, the nice thing is that we've got various Turoses that could serve as bases to get to the northern part of the Viaspin Forest also. So,
What did you decide to name him? Tor?
Yes, TOR.
All right. Tor the War Dog it is. All right.
And
so
good
the
thing you have
dogs
an
spend
explorer
time-
to help. Sorry.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
I was going to say, good thing you have an explorer to help go through the forest. Wilderness adventure.
Yay! Wait.
Silver lining to a very dark cloud.
Yeah.
Should we just rename Durg?
Yeah, I'm bringing him up.
Okay.
Is that your dog, Castus? To replace Durg?
Yeah.
No, Durg has to go into the retired and dead pool.
wait a minute. The Merchant Guild sued for damages?
Yes. Yeah. Wrongful death and loss of fair market value because of reputational damage that is now a demon hunted villa.
But the good news is we just
Wait a minute. Why are they blaming us for this?
Because the demons are hunting you.
Yeah, but they don't. Who knows this?
I mean, presumably they checked in with the priesthood.
Oh.
Regardless, we decided to. It was probably good for our good name to, not try to, fight it and just bought the property.
Yeah.
So they're happy.
I mean, we were trying to buy the place anyway, so I guess it kind of worked out.
Rumors travel fast in this town.
And they gave us better than market value for it. I mean, the original quote was around that price, and Cassinus talked us down a little bit. So, yeah, they didn't raise the price or anything. So.
Wrongful. They should be suing the Chthonic, the Chthonic cult.
It's about who you can get into court, right?
That's right. Well, yeah, that's messed up, man.
It's not joint and several debt. I'm sorry, it is
right.
joint and several.
You and I are camped in the temple city. Is that a holy circle? Oh gosh.
I asked the priestess about staying in there, and she's like, the pinnacle of good might not be enough to keep them away. And I'm like, well, if that's not enough, I'll sleep out in the woods rather than bring doom down on the temple. So, $75 a day, their priestesses are practicing. So,
the pinnacle of good will definitely help.
Yeah. Okay. So, are we advancing then for you guys to make your trip to Turos Tem?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. So then we will advance to the third. The third of Inalin is a hot, overcast day.
Sorry.
And so you guys head out. Everyone except Raymond and Andrabus, right?
Right.
Okay. Okay. So your first day of travel is relatively uneventful. Near nightfall, you come upon a work gang of about 9 peasants led by a reeve. They're working at clearing away some shrubs, collecting firewood, and they raise a hand in greeting. Although you can tell they seem a little nervous at a heavily armed band.
Well met. What news from the forest?
So one of them comes forward and he says, well, we dare not go deep into the forest anymore. There's too many undead, but we're just trying to collect firewood from the available around the perimeter.
Have you seen a party of adventuring elves move through this area?
They all kind of look at each other. Don't recall that I do, no, but the problem with them elves, they don't want you to see them. They don't be seen.
Yep. Safe travel.
I remember this one time I was walking through the forest and there was an elf right there and I didn't even see him. Yeah. Can't trust him. Just show up out of nowhere. Pointy-haired creeps. Okay. So you guys camp down for the night and it passes uneventfully. Your shifts are not disturbed. The 4th of Inalin is a warm and overcast day, so it's a little more pleasant travel. And as you set out in the morning, you catch up to, that is, you come upon and catch up to a large caravan of merchants. It's about 30 wagons. They have probably 60 men total guarding the caravan. And all of the wagons are thick with grain. You just see sack upon sack upon sack of grain. As you come close on the road, moving somewhat faster than this large caravan, they eyeball you nervously, keeping their hands by their blades. And 2 of the mounted guards trot towards you. Hail.
Well met, fellow travelers.
Well met.
We are the Grey Brotherhood. We are an adventuring party, and we're headed to Turos Tem.
We're headed that way as well. We're bringing grain to the forts. Resupply of the troops.
Strength in numbers. May we travel with you.
Give me a reaction roll. He says, we've guards enough, thank you.
Very well.
All right. So they pass, they make room for you to pass them. And you guys continue on your way for your second day. And nothing else bothers you on the road. And it is now the 5th of Inalin. And it is a warm, clear day. The skies have opened up to reveal a vast swath of azure blue. And the weather is quite pleasant. And you have no trouble getting to Turos Tem.
Nice.
Okay. We get the painting from Oripos's vault, and we I'm going to say, Higlak, go pick up the healing potion, and I'm going to go see the analyst and ask him if he knows of any legends, maps, etc., of anything in the Viaspen.
Ah, that's a great idea.
Specifically, like in anything relating to the elves, a shrine, a holy ground, anything like that.
All right, let's pull up the analyst. So he is a 4th level bard. Okay. So,
Bard, that's awesome.
okay.
ACKS II.
So-
By ACKS II, it's the first time there's a decent bard in any game ever. There's a
True.
fish for you.
Bards are really cool in ACKS II.
Oh, look at them. They're awesome.
He shakes his head and he says, "I fear my studies have focused more upon the exploits of Imperial heroes than Elven ones."
Is there anyone in the Turos that might know?
He puffs himself up. He's like, "Oh no, if I don't know it, no one else here will know it."
Of course.
Isn't there a half elven what's the proper word? Adjutant, or I forget the proper.
Subaltern. Yeah, there is a half
Subaltern.
elven subaltern. Yeah. He says, "It's true. She does have a trace of the elven bloodline, but I wouldn't waste your time with her. She is as ignorant as she is pointy-eared."
Yeah, we tried to recruit her about 4 times.
Hey, I mean, honestly, we might be able to now. We have a little bit of a rep, and we're probably higher level.
Oh, she's a great favorite of the legate. I wouldn't try and steal her away from duty unless you want to piss him off.
Yeah, I think we're good. Anybody got any other tasks for Turos Town?
No?
Okay.
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah, let's head back.
Okay. So let's see. So you depart back on the 6th, and it is horrid weather for travel. It is drizzly all day, but sweltering hot with thick humidity that makes Andravis sweaty, even though he's not even on the trip with you. That's how bad the humidity is.
Wow.
And so you're only able to make half the speed you normally would have made on the travel. So,
Okay.
okay. So on the 7th, it continues to be drizzly, but the temperature has cooled as the rain continues to pour. So you make pretty good time on that day. Late in the afternoon, you come upon another work gang of 14 peasants, and they seem to be erecting a wooden palisade to the south.
Oh, well met.
They wave and keep focusing on building. They seem like they're trying to get it done before nightfall.
Approach them. What's your task here? What are you doing?
They say, "Oh, we're just trying to build a larger pen to keep out, the things that come out of the Luson forest."
What is that?
The undead.
Okay.
Are they building like a circle fort, or are they building a wall at the edge of the forest? What are they building?
They are building a fence along the edge of their pasture.
Oh, I see.
But like much higher than you would need for animals, like more like a Roman palisade.
Okay.
All right. Well, fortunately for you, the undead do not attack you during the evening. And the next day, you've almost made it back to Saidanos by the time night falls after another warm and drizzly day. You're all at this point exceptionally damp and miserable. And when morning comes, the ground is too wet for the wagon to proceed. You cannot move in the mud with the wagon.
Okay.
So do you want to leave the wagon behind or just wait out and see if it dries?
I'm inclined to leave it there. Anybody? It's only a small cart.
Okay.
How much is it worth, Sean?
25 gold pieces.
Oh yeah, well, we can leave it.
Let's leave it there. Well, we can, and maybe we'll, it probably won't be there when we come back, but.
All right. So it actually turns out to be quite a hot day. And by the time you reach Saidanos, the temperature has climbed to over 100 degrees. So the mud looks to be drying pretty rapidly. But nonetheless, you're happy to be back into the shade of your villa. You enter through the east gate of Saidanos, and your villa is close by.
Okay. Well, I think everybody is going to probably want to go to the villa and or the bathhouse to get ready. So I think, we'll just go or, do those things. I think myself and at least Tyranius and a couple of the henchmen are then going to go to, so we offloaded everything off the cart and we just carried it back into back into town. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to head to the Merchant Guild. Okay.
So you head over to the Merchant Guild.
I want to go back to, so it's been about a week when I'm going to look for the functionary that I dealt with earlier.
The attorney?
The attorney?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's Timonius Therumatos, whose name means counselor, candid counselor in Arn. He's doing deep chest breathing as you approach, and as you come in, he says, "Sorry, I get worked up sometimes during cases. I've been practicing my breathing to try and stay more calm. What can I do for you?"
Timonius, I have a piece. Perhaps you can help me with an appraisal.
An intern shows up and says, "Timonius, I need your attention on this." And he just turns and he says, "Can you not see that I am busy right now, you worthless dreck?" Smacks the guy. And then he turns back. He says, "Now then, what were we saying?"
I said, I seek an appraisal of a great piece.
Oh, an appraisal. Well, yes. I'm not an appraiser by trade, but I'm happy to give you my uninformed opinion.
What would you say, as I present, about the last masterpiece of Peer?
He says, "Oh, most interesting." And let's see what he is willing to offer you for that. And he kind of looks at the painting and he looks at you and he looks at the painting and he looks at you and he's like, "It's definitely his work, but the subject matter seems to be you."
You are correct, sir. It is us.
Fascinating. You're not the ones who killed him, are you?
No.
Was it a jealous lover, I think?
Yeah.
Maybe Jenna.
And he says, "Excuse me 1 second." Okay. And he comes back and he says, he's got a woman with him who is in a fine chiton with a luxurious cloak made of felt with broad red ribbons, and he says, "This is Zeodari Teletas. She's our art and antiquities dealer here at the Merchants Guild. I told her of what you've got." And so she's like, Yes, definitely the work of Evanos Pier from his very late era. Oh, looking at this is not a work that's in any of his catalogs. He must have done this just before his death. Remark. She says, how much are you asking for it?
We wish to loan against it.
She says, the Merchants Guild would offer you a 5,000 gold piece loan with this painting as collateral.
Yes, we will take that. What rate do you offer on the
3% per month.
3%? I will accept this, and I'm sure that you would now accept my application to membership in the guild.
roll again there, Sean.
I think it was +5.
Yeah.
Come on,
We're
Pierre.
like treasure hunters.
There you go. So, what she says, of course, Magister Castinus, I will directly see to it myself. And I hope you'll come to the exhibit that we'll host for your painting.
Splendid.
She says, I can't believe that buffoon Thermitas didn't accept your application. And Thermitas is just outside of earshot. Okay. So she's delighted, and minions arrive out of nowhere, well-oiled lackeys in, just not wearing very little, but half-chest tunics, and they pick up the painting and trot off with it. And another lackey comes forward with a bag of coin, and she says, do you wish the coin in gold, or do you just want us to put it into your account?
Into the account that we will draw on.
Of course, it shall be done.
Will we do automated deductions from that to pay on the interest?
She says, of course.
Yeah.
We have countless servants who can attend to such logistics for a small fee.
Okay. Willie, I think we head back to the Tower of Knowledge and see what scrolls, etc., or knowledge or maps they might have of the forest.
Okay.
Well, that too, and Castus, I think we should repeat the riddle for them and see if that strikes any conversation.
Yeah. Good call. Good call.
And while y'all are doing that, I want to engage our crier, I guess would be the best term.
Mm-hmm.
And,
a bard.
He's a bard, but he's crying for us, and see if he can, since we're heading back to the forest, see if we can at least get myself another fighter as a follower.
Good.
Oh, okay. So you want to try and recruit another fighter follower?
Indeed.
Okay.
To replace our beloved Turok.
Right.
Oh, and might as well put in for another blade dancer while you're at it. We're gonna get one that sticks around and survives. Oh my gosh.
That was brutal. She survived one day. One day.
Yeah.
It's my first day.
The epic thing was, the Bane Rune weapon. She killed the spider demon effectively. She and Griffin. She Bane ruined the weapon, and Griffin used it. So she contributed.
Oh, it's pretty epic for sure. Yeah. All right. Well, let me see.
So when we now that we have a villa, we need to start putting up Grey Brother shields on the wall of memory, the memorial.
Oh. Hall
That's
of
an awesome
Heroes.
idea, Newton.
The Hall of Heroes. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That is outstanding idea.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's going to take about anywhere from 3 to 5 days for the first of any hirelings that are going to be coming to come see you guys. So your plan is to hang
wanna
out
wait
in
that
town for a
long?
while? Yeah.
Or do we want to go because the clock's ticking?
Yeah.
I'm off of bed rest now. I think it was a week, if I recall. And
Oh
it's been
no,
a
it
week.
was much. It was longer than that.
Was it? I thought it was a
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
For...
No. Hang on, I'll pull it up for you.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm more than fine to tell them, tell the guy, any recruits that you find, tell them to wait patiently upon our return.
Yeah, Jonathan, you need 21 days of rest, 3 weeks.
It was 3 weeks. Did I read in an Axioms, and I don't know if this is worth it or not, but did I read in an Axioms there's a way to speed up bed rest with some risk? Is that correct?
There is, but the risk is more rolls on the tampering with mortality table.
Oh.
I don't know if that's really where you want to be. Man.
I thought I'd ask the question. I thought I'd ask the question.
I'm just asking questions. Okay.
So
you guys
actually, so
ahead.
one quick note about the Hall of Heroes idea or the memorial plaque idea. If you look at where the villa is located, it's located, if I'm not mistaken, it's that red shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's great because it's like one of the main gates. So we can actually put memorial plaques, facing the gates so that everybody that comes in sees the sacrifices made by the Grey Brothers for the borderlands.
That's interesting.
That's a cool idea. I have a thought, though. I mean, I honestly... I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm not sure if it's worth waiting around for me to heal because clock's ticking. We're already a week in. If we wait 3 weeks, that's 17% chances. We're going to get at least one before we step out the gates if we wait 3 weeks. I feel like throw me on a horse or or something, and I'll deal with being, I'm not a fighter anymore. I mean, I can't fight, but I can travel on a horse, right?
No, you
we
can't
can't
really
waste
ride.
time.
You'd have to have
I can't
someone
ride?
put you. You'd have to ride behind someone or be on a cart or something.
Okay. That might be worth it too, though. I mean, well, of course, a cart can't travel in the forest, right?
I mean, do the roles, because right now we're in the pinnacle of good. So are you saying that they stack for as long as we're in the pinnacle of good?
I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming that he's rolling every week, and I don't.
Oh yeah, I'm
assuming-
rolling.
So he's rolling even though we're protected, which means as soon as we step outside, we could be facing 2 spiders. Because we'll
I
have
see
6
what you're
weeks.
saying.
We'll have 6 die rolls before we even step out the gates because of my issues. So,
Got it.
either
Got it.
I don't know. I still wonder if it's worth it for me to be riding on behind somebody or some way to get me there.
I mean, we could
Because-
strap them to the back of a mule. I don't know if they'll get any rest in that way.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to get any bed rest. I mean, there would be no bed rest for me. I would be in a perpetual state of non-recovery until there's bed rest, I'm assuming, which means I'm worthless in a fight. But right now, I don't think that.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
we can have a cot. We can have a sleeping pad up in the back of the wagon or something.
So I'll defer to you guys, but I mean, those are some thoughts about.
Well,
Okay. So another thing that, what we could do is we could go while we're at the temple. We could. Tell me what you guys think about this. Let's see if we can find any more maps. Let's see what we can find at the Tower of Knowledge. And we could also try to collateralize the standard, the Imperial standard, and get more money from that. But then we could use if another communion spell was available, we could ask those specific questions, Jonathan, about are the demons stacking up, waiting for us? We could probably like do and probably like maybe even narrow the search area down too.
Probably one of the 325 spells would be able to ask the question about are the demons stacking up? I mean, potentially.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but
One other quick question, Alex. Am I continuing to gain weight?
No, you haven't gained any more weight. You're just, kind of like feeling a little sluggish.
Are you
But your
losing muscle tone?
No, he's not losing muscle tone. Your metabolism is halved, Grant. So the good news is you only need to eat half a ration of food a day. But the bad news is no matter what you do, you gain 1d10 pounds per year.
And
Wait, well, that
And
was
you're
the
always
tampering with
constipated.
mortality result?
Yep.
That was his tampering with mortality result. Good.
Yes, it was.
Wow, dude.
Yes. Okay, so right now it's the 8th, and you guys have a little bit of time left in the day, and so you were going to say you were going to go to the Tower of Knowledge to talk to them.
Yes.
Okay. So you head over to the Tower of Knowledge, and you enter. Tyrenius is greeted warmly because he's a mage of the tower, and he is immediately welcomed, and Caston is here now, by now known to them as a nouveau riche up and comer. And so you wanted a sage, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. And we also want to see what scrolls, potions, etc. they have for sale too.
It won't be any different than last time you were there.
Ooh, okay. I didn't write that down.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah. Did you write down the potion of healing you picked up in Turos Town?
Higlak, put that on your character.
okay.
Okay. So the sage, whose name is Auxilitas, he says, I have some measure of expertise about elven affairs. Please ask me your question. And he says it will be 50 gold pieces.
Okay. We ask him the riddle as presented to us. I'm trying to find it.
He says, regretfully, I do not know the location precisely of what you speak, but the phrase, the Forest Lily Shrine, the Via Spen Forest in classical Aran, Via Spen means lily forest because of the abundant number of lilies that grow near the Viamere marshes. So I would imagine that the shrine is found within the Via Spen, and I would think if there's lilies there, it wouldn't be much more than. It must be within 20 miles of the marshes, I imagine.
Oh. Okay.
Did the elves use anything in particular to mark this shrine? Is there any way we'd be able to see it from afar, or does a recognizable shape?
He says it's most likely a shrine to the White Lady. They worship Mitiara the way we worship Aminar as their chief deity. The elves are known for hiding their architecture in places of remote wilderness. It can be difficult to find. You'll have to do a thorough search of the area.
Casting this a thorough search of 20 square miles might take a little time.
Yeah, it definitely will. Yeah, it definitely will.
Perhaps what we should do is, go find this place first before dragging Raymond and Jonathan's character over to
Yes.
get them dealt
And
with.
Robbins, it's right there, hon.
Sorry, man.
It's all good.
Brain's not working.
All right. So you guys want to push the clock forward another day?
What was what did they have for sale at the Tower of Knowledge?
Yes. So they have a potion of animal control, a potion of clairvoyance, a potion of climbing, a potion of levitation, oil of sharpness, oil of slipperiness, a potion of valor. And then he says they have an enchanted battle axe, spear, sword, and bracers.
No scrolls?
Whoa.
Scroll?
Yeah.
Yes, we have scrolls. Let's see.
Are they actually selling magic weapons?
Well, we're not actively attempting to do so, but if you wish to pay us for one, we could remove one from the vault and give it to you.
Wow. Wow.
Tell me about this enchanted battle axe.
He says, a remarkably fine weapon donated to us by a grateful adventurer several decades ago. It can be yours for a mere 20,000 gold pieces.
That's a +1 battle axe, right?
He
I'm
said,
thinking in game terms.
no, it would be +2 for that price.
+2. Okay.
He says, we have many scrolls for mages. Is there something in particular you're looking for?
Web?
We do have a scroll of that, yes. It would
And
be
how much?
2,000 gold pieces.
Mirror image.
We have a scroll of that as well, 2,000 gold pieces.
Dispel evil.
We do not have that, no.
Light.
We have a scroll of illumination, yes. 5,000 gold.
Is Dispel Evil, is that a clerical spell?
Yeah.
So the temple might have that.
They don't, just to save you time.
It's a big one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was worth a try.
Yeah, that's you've got to be gifted that from above. You can't just.
Okay, that's we're not going to buy right now, but I wanted to know that. Thank you very much. Is that all for scrolls, maps? Do you have any maps of the Borderlands that you'd be willing to sell?
They say, well, such maps as we have would be available to Tyrenius as a member.
Oh, okay.
But the map, I've already given you guys a map of the Borderlands.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
they're not going to get. They don't have a better one than the amazing one that I already gave you.
Okay.
First Grey Brothers were awesome.
Okay.
Okay. I think we're good.
All right. So advance to the next day.
Yep.
Advance to the 9th. All right. So at 5 a.m. on the 9th, an hour before dawn, so the darkest part of the day, the darkest and coldest part of the day, in fact, Raymond and Andravis are awakened to a scream of terror and shock. And you guys sit up and you see at the edge of your holy circle is a slavering creature larger than a man with bat-like wings, walking on two legs like a velociraptor. hissing and snarling and trying to get into the holy circle. And you've got like this young priestess who's on night shift is chanting to Meteora a prayer to keep it out. And she can't even like talk to you. She just kind of side eyes you as she continues the chant. And the thing is circling around and it keeps lunging, trying to get at Andravas, but it cannot.
Oh, okay.
This is a problem. Okay, now we know that a pinnacle of good won't keep this sucker out. It might make, interestingly enough, it might weaken him. So he might be a bit weaker than he otherwise would be. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Now, is there space behind the holy circle? So if I were to step behind the holy circle.
If you step outside the holy circle, it will destroy you.
Oh, right. If I step outside towards it, of course, but is there a space behind? If I step behind, can he get to me?
He can get to you. Yeah. It's you're in a temple. You're in a temple. He can circle around the entire holy circle.
Okay. Thank you.
So you're in the holy circle right now.
You're in the holy circle.
So we're safe as long as the priestess keeps it going.
Hold on.
The thing gives out a guttural snarl and lunges once again towards the holy circle and is kept back by the holy power. The priestess is dripping with sweat. The thing gives out a roar of rage and frustration, and it's raking at the invisible wall, trying to get to Andravas. And it opens up its mouth and it just spreads really, really wide. And then from inside its mouth comes out another mouth, and it's like snapping at him.
All right.
This is a
well,
problem.
I'm gonna try to console the priestess. Have courage. He can't get to you. If worse comes to worse, I will jump to it. Have courage. You'll be fine.
And at which point, the Reverend Mother has heard the shouting, and she hastens in, and she says, "Be gone, foul creature!" and cast a spell evil on it.
Oh gosh.
And it vanishes.
Okay, good. It failed its save. Okay. Oh, that was. Oh.
She says, "I see you chose wisely in hiring us to protect you with the holy circle."
Thank you, Reverend Mother. I am even more in your debt than I have ever been before.
Yes, of course.
And your novice, was it novice or acolyte? Was fantastic. She was very brave.
The novice is still chanting, but she like wipes her brow.
You have done well. Your faith is strong.
Okay, now what? By the way, you owe 750 gold pieces for the protection that they've afforded to your friend Castamus.
Everything is money.
For how many days is it now?
That'd be 10 days.
Okay.
Oh, that was okay. Yeah.
Yep, we got it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. What do you guys? Sorry, I'm actually one day ahead. It's the 9th. So what do you guys want to do? It's the 9th. The demon has been dealt with.
I suggest we have a sit down with the Reverend Mother, and we say, "Are you okay with us staying here, Raymond and I staying here for a few weeks, with these occasional nightly trials for your novices, while the rest of the brothers go and find a way to stop this permanently? Are you willing to accept this risk in the temple, or I respect if you say no. I don't want to bring any harm on anybody else. So I'll defer to your judgment."
The priestess says it is good training for our acolytes to learn the defense against the dark arts. You are welcome to stay, given your generous contributions to the temple.
Thank you. So in that case, I recommend that Raymond and I stay put, and you guys go find the.
Well, so then, okay. So then this is the next thing that we should do is, it's one thing that we can do is make a trip to Siphoron, loan against the Imperial standard, and try to get some more scrolls, etc., or try to find some more clues about what's in the Viaspen. Unless anybody got another idea.
Justinus, would you say that we might be able to hire some porters or something to help us? If we're going to be traipsing around in the wilderness, we may end up having a need to send back a constant stream of things we obtain during our travails that need to be, stabilized and sold off back at the market before they age and sour. So I wonder if we should collect a little mini wagon train of some extra carts and porters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can definitely, good idea. Definitely do that. One thing that I'd kind of prepared us for and losing the cart is no big deal. We're going to lose it anyways is, I think if we're going to go explore, we need to be fast and especially in the forest. And so more mules and at least a couple of horses that, for instance, that like Higlak and Avro can ride. And what I want to do is I want to get our speed and cross level everything so that our speed is up to around 120. The exploration speed is around 120, which would be about twice as fast as it would be with a cart and be confined to a road. So I think that'll also help us search the forest faster. So if we can try to narrow it down as much as we can, that'll help us. But yeah, to your point, we'll have more animals to help carry.
Maybe we could interrogate some of the nearby farmers and see if they can point us towards any fields of lilies and similar places.
Yeah, there's possibly somebody might know something in Siphoron. That's why I was thinking about going there too. Any other ideas?
Mine's only an idea adjacent. I mean, I know that Raymond's recruiting, so he could continue to recruit while he's here. My question is, for Higlak, can we recruit on behalf of Higlak if a fighter shows up?
No. What you can do is you can hire him and then later assign him to the other character. And then when you do that, they have to make another loyalty check to see if they stick around.
Do you want to do that, Grant, or do you?
I'm fine with that.
So we could continue to work on getting a fighter while you're traveling.
Agreed.
Yeah.
This recruiting work that Raymond will be pursuing, is this going to be conducted from within the circle of protection?
Yes, it would be.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty tough. I think I'm going to have to impose a penalty on recruitment roles because of the fact that you have to live inside a circle of protection. That's not exactly a great recruitment.
A glowing recommendation for our outcomes and successes.
Yeah, exactly. Be like, so if I work for you, I can be trapped forever in a temple in a 10-foot radius. Why, yes, these are the things you can look forward to.
That's true. Maybe we should. I don't know. Maybe it's not the wisest choice. When the wizard said it was within 20 miles of the swamp, correct?
That's what he thinks. Yeah.
And each hex is 6 miles wide, correct?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, this troubles me. Tyrannius isn't the strongest mathematician, but you can fit a lot of shrines in a 6-mile hex.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to paste something into Discord. I made a little map of the hexes it could be.
Oh, cool. Let's look at what you have in Discord here.
I see. Okay.
So that's about 12 or so.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ground to cover because it takes a day to search one, and you might still miss it if you roll bad. Correct?
That's right.
Yeah.
Take the day to search one, and you might still miss it, and you'll have random encounters and stuff. Yeah. It's about 360 square miles.
But I have another idea. If Andrevis can make hey, Andrevis, let's assume that because he can make this map or a map like this.
Yeah.
What we could my idea is to give us a head start. Why don't we pick 3 likely hexes and use communion and ask, and we can like either put an X or a check mark in 3 hexes.
If you've got the money.
We're putting 75 a day anyway, right? So I mean,
it's a bit gamey, but it would kind of.
Yeah, I mean, you'd basically be pointing at the map and asking the gods.
Yeah, exactly. Is it here? Is it here? Is it here?
Yep. You can do it.
What we could do is let's quarter it. Let's break it into, let's have it. So is it in this half? Yes. No.
Well,
is it okay? Then have it again. Is it this? Is it that kind of thing?
Okay. We can draw 3. Can you make while we go to Sifron to get some more money? Can you make those three divisions?
We can work on that.
Yeah. We'll make our own treasure map.
Treasure map.
I wasn't quite following that. You're saying use another series of questions to determine where it lies?
So we take the map that Andrevis has made, and when we talk to the mage, we think we've got a good feel for where it is. So what we could do is use communion again.
Sure.
3 questions, point to a hex on the map and say, is the shrine located here? Yes or no? Is the shrine located
Sure.
here? Yes or no? And we could do it and get yes or no on 3 hexes, or to Jonathan's point, we could divide it into bigger, and so we're not searching the whole area.
Yeah, if you do a divide by 2, you could just find the boundary, this side, that side, divide it by 2 again. Divide by 2 again, you end up with 1/8 of the area to search.
Yeah, I think that. Yep. Okay. The rest of us will make another money trip while you guys divide that up, and we'll come back. We're gonna take the demonic Ichor down to Sifron, and we're gonna loan against the Imperial standard.
All right, and so you're just gonna book passage on a barge upriver, basically.
And we'll stay in Turos Quell this time.
All right.
Is the Imperial standard the healing staff?
No, that's the
No.
side.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's the 4,000
Not
gold
magical.
piece. Not magical. We want to keep it because first of all, it's cool, and then the second is we could probably use it as a component to create it, to make it into a magical standard at some point in the future.
Yeah,
We'll have the money for it.
Yep. Yes. So yes, Alex, we're going to book passage south. Everybody except Andrevis and Raymond.
Okay, got it. So
I'll be praying.
let me just figure out the real quick the cost of that for you guys to book that passage. So we will hop over to the section on passenger and cargo carriage under Mercantile Ventures. And we will see that the cost for passengers is 1 gold piece per 96 miles per passenger. So, and it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it will be how many of you guys are traveling? 12?
Let's see, there will be 1, 2, 3 of the brothers, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 12. That sounds 12 sounds right. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be 30 gold pieces round trip.
12 plus 2 dogs.
Okay, 30 gold pieces round trip.
Okay.
What's up, dog?
All right. So at the end of the first day, you guys make it up to Turos Quell, and the bargeman agrees with you that it's a very good idea to bring the barge into the dock and not sleep by the Viamere marshes. He says, yeah, I heard there was an expedition that almost got wiped out by giant dragonflies flying out of the Viamere. Crazy fools. Apparently they just didn't want to save the money. They didn't want to spend the money for a night's docking. I got to tell you, I find it crazy how people are willing to be so reckless for their lives over just a few coin.
Yeah.
So Turos Quell is situated on an eyot connected by fortified bridges to roads that run north, northwest, southeast, and south. Originally a Chrysaean fort. And it's got a series of naval skiffs, small flat-bottomed open boats with pointed bows. And so, you go over to the, you dock the barge at the island and seek solace in the fortress and pass the night uneventfully. And the second day, so you have managed to sail up to Turos Tem, and so the it was absolutely sweltering travel day, but fortunately doesn't matter because you're on a boat. It's drizzly both days, but again, it doesn't really matter because you're on a boat, and you've now reached Sipharon in the middle of the day on the 11th.
So the first thing, let's go and see our friend Dominos and see if he is willing to purchase the demonic ichor.
Okay, so you head to go see Dominos, and you find him at his curios shop, and he says, "My friends, it is so good to see you again."
Well met. We have recently slain a demon.
Have you now?
Yes. We come bringing its ichor. Perhaps you would be an interested buyer.
Perhaps I would. All right. He has a 30% chance of being interested.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and roll that.
All right.
He says, too expensive for me, I'm afraid. I can't afford it this month.
Do you have any scrolls for sale?
Oh,
Any
no.
magical scrolls?
Oh, no. The Tower of Knowledge is the only one licensed to do that. I would never engage in illegal sale like that.
Ah, I see. Of course. Then I will... I do have these glass eyes that we liberated from an ancient temple.
He holds one up to his face and says, "I see you. How much do you want for them?"
I have 15 of them, 15 remaining. I would give to you as 30 gold pieces each.
Let me consult my books and see.
That was the recovered price. It's because so many of them. I'm not going to try to bargain with him.
He says, I can buy 5 of them.
5 of them. 5 of them. It is.
Okay.
And I'm going to also sell while we're here, just to get rid of them, these bone fetishes. I have 7 remaining.
I will buy those, he says.
Okay. Okay.
All right, cool.
Now to the Merchant Guild.
Okay. So you head over to the Merchants Guild.
I introduce myself as a newly appointed member of the Ciudadanos Guild, and I've come to present an artifact and to secure a loan against it.
All right. So the Merchant Guild House is a large structure overlooking the Memorial Street. And so you present yourself, and the guild master Apollonius Metaurus comes forward, and he says, welcome to Cipheron. We are known here for our honest dealings and straight talk, so no shady business, you understand.
Of course.
Then he winks at you.
We present this fine piece as an adventuring party. We seek a collateralized loan against it.
What are you presenting him?
The Imperial Standard.
Oh. Most interesting. He kind of, excuse me. Let's see.
Wyman passes his time in prayer
Yeah.
and with drink.
He says,
Horrifying
how much are you looking for a loan?
4,000 gold pieces.
He says, with this as collateral, I can give you 4,000 gold at 3%.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. We will take this in coin.
All right. He says, of course, that's 2/3 of the talent. And so they bring you up an amphora with 40 pounds of, or is that right? Yeah, 40 times 100 is 1 pound. Yeah. So 40 pounds of gold.
You said at 3%?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the same as the other.
Yeah.
Okay. To the Tower of Knowledge.
All right. At this point, we must make a check for bad things happening.
Only good things. Only good things.
Bad things.
All right.
Okay. All right. So as you're making your way towards the Tower of Knowledge, a patrol of 3 members of the City Watch spot you and march over towards you. And they say, halt! Who are you? Why are you here in the city?
We are the Grey Brotherhood, an adventuring party from Ciudadanos. We've come to secure a loan from the Merchant Guild.
All right. Give me a reaction roll, Sean.
All right. +2 or?
You have diplomacy, so +3, right?
Okay.
Diplome. Ooh,
7.
Ooh.
All right.
that's not.
They say, the City Watch kind of look at each other, and one of them says, "Well, you're in violation of a city injunction against having more than 10 people in a group without paying a fee. So we're going to need to collect 10 gold from you."
Very well.
We need to have a lawyer on staff.
What's
Seriously.
what's the
I think we need an advocate on our staff. We're at the point where we need an accountant, an attorney.
You pay their shakedown money and make your way over to the Tower of Knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
God.
whoa, yes. So many people. Instead of them asking, how did we know how fast we were going? He asked, do you know how many you are going?
Exactly. That's exactly correct. All right. So you guys get over to the Tower of Knowledge, and which is a really just absolutely spectacular building here in the city. It's the tallest building in all of the Borderlands. Stretches up high. It was built as an observatory and a watchtower. Supposedly has an impressive orrery at the top and all sorts of other interesting stuff. So, and even the first floor is resplendent. It's got like a 2-story atrium with a giant statue of Istrius, the god of magic. So, all right. So you're at the Tower of Knowledge.
We would like to see what scrolls, what magic items they have for sale.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard this place is pretty pimped out. I heard this place is pretty pimp.
Yes, it's pretty pimp.
So I want you guys to know that I don't know anything about this town. I'm not there.
Probably blame
What's
you.
that? Trading.
Don't ask me. I'm
Don't
sworn to
ask.
secrecy.
I'm sort of secret.
Well-
I'm not even there.
It's a good
All
thing
right.
you're in your salt circle.
Yes.
Oh,
He says, we, of course, have a large number of items for sale. Can you be more specific about what you're looking for?
Dispel evil.
He says, we have no such.
Web.
He says, we have an arcane scroll of web. Yes, it's 1,000 gold. Sorry, 2,000 gold.
Mirror image.
We do not have that, no. Yes, we do. We do. I see it here in the vault. 2,000 gold.
Anybody else got any other requests? Okay, so as an aside to the group, if we purchase the scroll of web, I believe, and we encounter a demon on the trip, I believe that if we successfully cast it on the demon, it will give us an extra 2 rounds of actions, attacks, setups, etc. while it breaks free from the web. As I read it, that's what I think that would do.
Okay.
So so it's kind of given where we've been before. I think an extra 2 rounds of just free attacks on the thing and allowing us to get set up would probably be significant. Anybody got any thoughts?
What would ward against magic do in a case like this? Would that help? Or not?
Ward against magic will prevent magic spells from going in and out, but it wouldn't otherwise.
Okay.
so webbing. 48th turn.
I think it's because of the hit die of the demon that it would only give us two. Is that correct? I believe. Likely.
Yeah, you don't.
Making free.
What about
Okay,
the
so
fan of
it
flames?
requires- Okay, dungeon bashing proficiency at a -9. Okay, but it's a large creature, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
So plus, so it'd be rolling. But if let me see, large creature. So it'd be rolling at a -5 in that case, right? Because we're assuming that it's operating as a. So normally it dungeon bash it's a 12 at a -5 it would need to roll a 17 or plus, right? I hope I'm not mistaken that, unless it has another strength bonus on top of that.
You guys don't know.
Yeah, it probably does, but so then
I mean,
go ahead.
but dungeon bashing starts at 12, right, Alex?
No,
Typically.
dungeon basking is 18.
Oh, 18 and then modified by strength.
Mm-hmm.
And then so a someone with a +3 strength bonus, yeah, an 18 strength, for example, it's not a 15 plus, it's a 12 plus, right?
No, they get 4 points per point of strength bonus. So if you've got 18 strength,
4
it's
points
6 plus.
Okay.
Yeah. It's designed to match the old D6 scale in BX.
Got it. Okay.
What about offensive
plus-
spells? Like fan of flames.
Um,
What do you guys think?
he
Yeah.
says we do have. He says, if you're just interested in scrolls, I can tell you the scrolls that we have.
Yes. Please do.
We have a scroll of Fan of Flames. We have a scroll of Slumber. We have a scroll of Mirror Image. We have a scroll of Webbing. We have a scroll of Wall of Ice. We have a scroll of Warding against Elementals. We have a scroll of Warding against Magic. And we have 2 treasure maps.
What do you need? The treasure maps happen to be a certain elven temple in the
He says,
Tell us of these treasure maps.
Oh, they date from the time of the Argolian War, and they purport to show the location of elven ruins. One is in one of the forests, the other is in the Maduan Hills.
Which forest?
Oh, Casson has a look of shock on it. Oh,
These treasure maps are of very low interest, I'm sure. What are you willing to sell them for?
He says, well, it's 2 separate maps, of course.
Well, what is your price for each of them?
Says, I think we could part with each of them for 2,000 gold each. You realize, of course, it is caveat emptor. No warranty given that these purported maps lead to anything of value. You take your risk.
Clearly.
He says, yes, it's the Viespin Forest and the Maduan Hills are the 2 maps we have, yes.
It sounds promising in a way, doesn't it?
It does. See, because then what we could do is just take the map, go use the divination, and probably get an answer.
I also have a plan for divination questions, and I finished it in
Good.
Discord.
The communion questions, you mean?
Communion, yeah.
Well, so the question is do we want to take a chance on a treasure map or beef ourselves up with scrolls for offense and defense?
I would suggest taking the chance on the treasure map. Even if it doesn't lead us to the circle, it'll likely lead us to something of value.
Well, that's a good point.
I have half a mind to think that we might have found a treasure in the Viespin Forest already by finding that healing rod. So I don't know if there's a different treasure or.
Yeah, what if it was to the temple?
Wouldn't that be annoying?
Whereas the hills seems like a surefire.
Yeah, but the temple is not an Argolian ruin; it's a Zaharan ruin. And
That's
so,
right.
yeah, and the Argolians is the Aran word for elf.
That's right.
Yes. So Argolian is the Aran word for elf. So as far as I can tell, or at least the kingdom. So when it says Argolian ruins in the Viespin Forest, or Viespin, or the Viespin Forest, that might very well be the one that we're looking for, because we're looking for an Argolian ruin.
Well, why don't we put it to a vote? This is a big one. This is a big chance.
Well, vote as players or vote as characters, because two of us aren't there technically. So
Yeah, the three who are there, that way it's there's not But I have a question: for maps like this, do they would they actually save us? Like if it's in a, would it actually talk us the whole way on to exactly the location is, so when we get to a 6 mile hex, we don't have to do any searching, or would we have to do searching even with the map?
It would entirely depend on the map and the circumstances. There's no hard answer to that.
Okay.
But at a minimum, it'll guide you to approximately the hex. So.
I'll just say, I mean, if you look
Irene?
at Discord, I can get us with 1250. I can get us within, barring 2 possible answers, I can get us eight possible of those hexes. And if it's not one of those 8, we might have to spend another one to narrow it down.
I'm inclined to save the money and spend it on more offensive stuff and go with Jonathan's team.
Let me add, basically out of character here. Like I don't have a map handy here. Where is the Madawan Hills compared to where we are?
Oh,
is that way in the other direction, or? Because I don't want to go 180 degrees opposite to where we want to be.
Yeah, it's far away.
Yeah, because
we're not looking at Madawan, I don't think, right?
Too.
All right, so you guys are in Sipharon, and the Viespin Forest is here.
Yeah.
And the Madawan Hills is further south down here. It's near the Dark Wall.
So, I mean, if money were an issue, I would say let's get it, because communion, commissioning communion casts cost us money too.
Yep, it does.
So the communion has gotten us to the point where it gives us a sense. Okay, you're looking for an Argolian ruins in the Viespin Forest, and now we have a map that purportedly takes us to Argolian ruins in the Viespin Forest. Now, granted, there may be more than one set of Argolian ruins in the Viespin Forest, but it's at least it's a good start, right? Because other than that, we're casting communion, which is costing us money anyway.
So what we could do is we could buy the map, bring it back to Sciadanos, cast communion on it. If it is not the location, then we could still, with the 2 remaining questions, use Jonathan's scheme to get us closer.
I can narrow it down to within about 2, probably.
Yep.
About 2 hexes.
And if it is, then we have 2 communion questions to use on something else.
Yeah, we could ask, like, who is it will we be attacked by the the demon again next week, or something else?
Yep.
Okay, so it sounds like we're going to buy the map.
But
Okay.
and then if you wanted to get an offensive scroll like a webbing, then that's cool too.
That's what I'm inclined to do is webbing and the map.
The map,
The-
yeah.
The VSPN Forest map, not the
Yep.
other hills map.
Yep.
I agree with
Okay.
that.
Okay.
All right.
Those are our purchases.
He accepts your coin, your freshly made available 4,000 gold pieces coin.
Yep.
And he says, "Please wait here." And then he returns a few moments later with 2 scroll cases, and he hands them to you.
You only want one, though, right? Don't buy the Madeline one.
He bought
No,
a scroll of webbing, and he bought a treasure map.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and,
Sorry. Okay.
and then Tyrenius can learn webbing.
I mean, he can when he gets to be 3rd level. He could learn it from the scroll.
Oh.
Or he could use it. He could use it in the meantime.
Yeah. So Tyrenius, if you'll put that scroll on your character sheet, 'cause you'll be the one carrying it.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
webbing's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
all right. So,
And speaking of items, Alex, I was looking through and could not find any healing potions in the items to pull over. Just
oh yeah, I don't think we ever did the magic items. So,
okay, cool beans. I remember that I have it. I'm just we can worry about that later.
Yep. So we need scroll of webbing on Tyrenius, and we need potion of healing on Higlak. Okay, so gentlemen, I have so the treasure map shows a hand-drawn version of the Viaspin Forest. It does not have the border forts on it, but it does still have the ancient roads and the course of the river and the marsh and Lake Lemon. And based on that and its marked location, I have put on the map here, and it says, "Herein lies the shrine of the White Lady most sacred."
Oh! Don't even need the convenience spell. Oh my goodness.
Well, there it is.
Whoomp, as it were.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Well then.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
I'm a little disappointed I didn't get to try out my communion spell, but oh well.
Hey,
This is better.
that was awesome.
All right. Well, what do you guys want to do next?
Well, okay, so let's travel back to. I guess with the remainder of the time, I'm going to try to offload the. I'll have to do the market transaction to offload the demonic ichor in Siphoron.
Right. So
Luckily, I've declared a trade route with monster parts.
you have.
And yeah, so that's going to be.
That is a very cool idea. Okay, so engaging in mercantile ventures. So let's see. And you did not declare that you brought in demonic ichor for sale. Naughty you. Okay.
No, but we got pulled over for having too many people.
Yeah, you did. Okay. And so let's see. Venture can add 1/2 as class level. What's your class level right now? 3?
3.
Okay, so that becomes 1.5, which rounds to 2. And so you can add that to your market impact. Correct? Yes, so that gives your market impact of 4. And And so it is a class 3 town. So 240 times 4 is 960. So it will take you 2 days to sell.
Yeah.
Sell them.
I figured 3, but okay. Yeah, 2 days.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Do you want to sell?
Everybody should have a venture.
Let's see what the price is.
Yes.
Every party needs a venture.
Agreed. So I mean, that Sean's been so clutch in this game.
Sean is a venture in real life, I think.
Well, there's that too.
The logistician. Keep the army moving.
It's always about logistics.
Logistics.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
So I have a little bit of bad news.
Oh no.
A little bit of bad news. The price for monster parts is quite down right now. Apparently, the Imperial Vanguard came in recently and just unloaded a ton of monster parts onto the market. So I just need to look up the. Give me
But
one.
demonic Iker is a special category.
Let's see here.
I'm sure there are junkies that like to
Monster parts.
inject that
Yeah.
right into their veins.
But I hear all their members are chased by demons. So
All right. So Sean, sad news is you'll only be able to get 1,120 instead of 1,600.
Okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll take those 2 days and then we'll travel back to Sidanos and get rid of the rest of it there.
No, that would be for everything. Like the price is down.
Okay. Oh no, I got you. Okay. So the total price was
1,120.
1120. Gotcha.
Okay. So
It was that I lost track for the 2 days to do that.
that was the 12th and the 13th.
What are these Imperial Vanguard guys? We need to jack them up. We need to do an old style.
put them out of commission.
Shooting on our turf. I know, right?
Actually, I think we're on their turf
Gonna have-
right now, but
Oh,
So,
rival chapter houses.
so Jonathan, what I was thinking about for when we get back to Sidanos is the scroll of mirror image. If you carried that and cast that, that would give you 1d4.
He can't
Like-
cast it.
I can't
Only mages
cast
can
it,
use.
Oh, only mage can do it. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Only Tyranniest.
Okay. So are you guys going to head back to Sidanos now?
5 horsetail, and then we're going.
Okay, great. So your trip back upriver takes 3 days. It's a little slower, but it's uneventful. And you're actually quite glad that you're traveling by boat because the weather on the 13th and the 13th, 14th, 15th is just so rainy that all of the land is muddy and the roads are clogged. And you see wagons and merchants stuck, unable to proceed, and horses kicking up big clods of dirt and splattering their riders. And you guys are just pulling on past on your boat. You're just like,
We're just waving.
just chilling. So you get back to Sidanos on the evening of the 16th, or mid-afternoon on the 16th.
Okay. You said 16th?
Yep.
unfortunately, the 9th was when we were attacked. So I'm back in the loop for being attacked again. But
Indeed.
no, actually, I'm still recovering though. I don't know the math for my recovery. It was the first, right, when I was hurt. So the
You're 5 days
21st.
recovered. 5 days.
Yeah.
Yep. So if you guys want to advance the clock by 5 days, we can do that, and then you could all set off together towards.
Unless there was now that Higlak is back in town, unless he wanted to hire somebody.
Yeah, let's see if anybody's around.
All right, with 5 days, you have a chance of finding someone. So,
Unfortunately, fighters are more common than blade dancers.
yeah, spiders
Right.
are more common than blade dancers. Yes. So,
And I'm definitely looking for a, left-hand man to make sure that I don't lose half of it again.
You don't want to lose face.
Neglect the half hand. You don't want to lose all cash. Oh my gosh.
Does it have a
The
ceiling?
earful.
Oh. Oh.
so Higlak, on the 4th day, so on the 20th,
Mm-hmm.
there's a knock on the door of your villa, and you sort of slide the thing open, and you don't see anyone, and you're like, and then there's another knock. There's no one there, and then there's another very insistent knock. I know you're in there.
I'll open the door.
All right, so you're looking at a dwarf. He's got a very large, burly red beard, and he's armed to the teeth. And he bows deeply, and he says, "Bombor breath at your service. Dwarven Vault Guard, lately of Azen Radak, but now in search of new adventures. I have undertaken a warrior's pilgrimage to gain prowess."
Well, you've come to the right place.
"Have I? That yet remains to be seen. Bombor breath will only serve the most valiant of warriors."
You have not heard of the Grey Brotherhood?
"Well, I have heard of you. You're the one of the town criers speaks very highly of you."
Indeed. The town crier speaks truly. Would you like to join with us in taking down an ancient temple home to a dragon?
You don't mean the dragon Orm, do you?
I don't remember the guy.
No, you don't.
No.
Oh. Well, dragons have a lot of gold, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Well, it certainly has an appeal. What are you offering?
What's our typical rate?
25
12.
gold a month for a first level.
20
12
gold?
0th level.
Or
12.
12?
No. 12 for 0th level, 25 for first level.
Oh,
This guy's a first level?
he's a first.
You would imagine so, yeah.
All right. I look at him and I say 25 gold a month and a 25 gold signing bonus as well.
And a share of treasure?
Of course.
Well, half share technically, but yeah.
Yeah, half share. Okay, so go ahead and make the reaction roll, Higlak. So you get for the month of tip, you get a +2 bonus.
All right. That's a
Higlakis.
2d6 plus 2.
Yep.
All right.
Higlakis.
Yes! Oh, nice.
Finally, a good reaction roll.
You spoke the dwarves language.
Nice.
You spoke the dwarves language. You were like gold, and he was like, "What?"
Oh. So he suddenly kind of pauses as you're talking, and he says, "Wait a minute. Do you have Juddish blood?"
I do indeed.
He says, "My sister's clansman's chieftain's friend is from the Jutting Mountains. Great folk up there."
Well met indeed, Master Dwarf.
All right. So he joins you with +1 loyalty. And we will move Mr. Bombor up to join your party.
They treat dwarves well up there.
Okay. So he's got caving, endurance, fighting style, weapon and shield, and manual of arms.
Nice.
And battle axe, shield, heavy helmet, plate armor. Strength 16, intelligence 13, dex 8.
Sweet. I like dwarven rat battles.
All right.
Could he be visible on the character thing? I'm not seeing him at the.
He's probably not visible yet because I need to configure permissions. I'm still doing it.
Oh, okay.
No worries.
Got it.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to rush you.
Yep.
Oh, wait. The Hawk has a character sheet?
He should be visible now.
Yep.
I see it. He's got intelligence 13. Look at that. He's a smart dwarf.
Who bought the dog?
Oh,
I did. Castinus.
Got it.
And he's already got plate, so that's good.
Yeah, we don't really need to buy
What
him.
languages he talks? He talks Goblin, Gnomish, Kobold, and Bugbear. That's
Oh, wow.
It's true. I've learned many a fine tongue in my day.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yes.
yeah, that's really good. Man, the dwarven saves are pretty pimp, too.
Yeah. Any chance we can, I'm not sure if he's capable of using a bow or not.
Is this AC 1?
No. His AC. Oh, I don't know why that
probably
happened.
not equipped.
It was equipped. That's so weird. It's doing that weird bug again where the AC doesn't.
Doesn't update. Yeah.
Yeah. No, his AC is 6 from plate, 1 from the shield, 7, plus 1 from fighting style proficiency makes it 8, but then -1 for his crappy dex. So it should be a 7.
And it just reverted back to 1.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna delete those and bring in.
Okay.
During this time, is Castinus also buying whatever horses and mules we might need for the trip that we need?
Well, so that's my next question is looking at the map, I think we could move pretty quickly to Turos Aster and then move straight in from there. What are you guys
see that?
thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would argue that we should not stay in any place with civilization on our trip. We
Yeah.
should not stop in Turos Aster or Turos Tim. We should not camp in any of the border forts if they're occupied. If they're empty, that would actually be a really good place to camp. But if there's one that's occupied, we don't want to occupy it. I don't want to bring anybody else. I don't want to cause anyone else to die from this.
Okay.
So,
Yep,
I'd say
fair enough.
we risk. Yeah.
So taking a look at Bomber Breath here, he's got the dwarven dating app Flint and Tinder on his character sheet.
Speaking of which, Bombor is eyeing up Jenna Vale. He comes up and not very charismatically says, "Well, you're really pretty for a human."
I like this guy.
Yeah.
I bet you he also appreciates some good ale.
Mandonio says, "Hey, Jenna is mine. I challenge you, dwarf." And Jenna's like, "I'm not yours." And he's like, "Oh, now you love dwarves? What's wrong with liking dwarves?" Oh. And they step outside, and you hear some fisticuffs and shouts and curses. And then a few minutes later, the two of them come back in with black eyes, and Mandonio says, "My friend Bombor and I are going for drinks. Who's in?"
Big lack of course. Yes, let us drink.
All right. So you celebrate the arrival of your new party member in good form, and we advance the clock to the 21st. So I would say let's finish up whatever logistics you guys have to get done, and then we'll start our next session as the trip.
Sean, may I make a suggestion that we should go ahead and commission a painter to adorn the wall with the names of our fallen,
Okay.
as opposed to scrawling it on it haphazardly.
Yeah.
If we're going to
Yeah.
do it, let's do it right.
Maybe we should get plaques or something like that rather than painting. Like etched plaques. Then we can put shields eventually below them as we get shields or something like that. I don't know.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we won't recruit from that room.
That'd be like, you'll have that room locked, and the henchmen are like, why can't we go in that room?
Just don't do it.
Just
Don't do it.
Don't go in that room. Very bad things.
Is
A mark of
well,
respect.
do we, Alex? At some point, can we get a map of the villa? Maybe we can start. Like not tonight, but at some point we could start just like mapping out what we've got, who's got what we've put where.
Yeah. I've got a map of the villa. I can.
Okay. Cool.
Excellent.
See, that's the great part of any RPG in the video game world, pimping out the pad that you buy. I
Unlike
think that
video
it
games, not locked into a couple stupid choices. You can actually do whatever you want.
Yeah, it translates well into the tabletop world. Pimping out our pad.
Yeah, so you can see this is the villa. Oh, it's weird. I didn't activate it in here.
I can get some traumatic flashbacks when I see this.
That's the first floor of the villa. So you can see it's got all sorts of really nice stuff. And then and then this is the second floor of the villa. So
It's not showing up for me, but that's okay. I'll look at it later.
Yeah.
I don't want to refresh because we're almost at the end. So
yeah.
As always, the magic of the visibility. I just see a black screen.
Oh,
If you look up at the top left of the corner, there's looks to be one like master bedroom.
well, I'm not sure why. I mean, I do know why, but I'll just get you guys the map. Don't sweat it. Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah. It was just
All right. So was there anything
Sure,
else
yeah.
logistically we wanted to handle tonight?
So if we want to, I'm gonna get a couple of horses, a couple of more mules, and I'll need to go back and update like the party stash.
Yep.
And
I did want to go ahead, since we didn't end up using my money, I wanted to contribute my cash for XP.
For backup XP.
Yeah, for backup XP.
All right.
how powerful way are you going to do that?
Yeah, you have to. How are you going to blow it?
You poop pound red? You gonna offer the temple?
I'm not an offer at the temple kind of guy. Yeah, I'll bet on black.
Okay. Got it. You've squandered in gambling.
Yeah.
And Sean, are we going to get some adventure harnesses as well for the lighter armored?
yeah. Let me get
And
those.
I think that was on your list.
we'll do 700 gold on that, Alex,
Okay. Got it.
leaving me with 80 some odd.
Do we want to load up on all of our various comfrey and other healing herbs, or do we have enough?
Yeah, well, I bought as much as I can.
Okay.
And then I also stocked up on more horsetail in Cipheron, and then I had commissioned two. Oh, Alex, should we roll for the importing of horsetail? And okay, so this was in session 14.
Mm-hmm.
So not
Oh yeah,
commissioned.
you imported horsetail, right?
Yeah, 2 horsetail and 2 holy water.
Yeah. Let's see. Yep. Both have arrived safely.
Okay,
Nice.
great.
That would have been great loyalty rolls too, right there.
Yeah, they would have.
It's not a zero-sum game. The dice are going to do what they're going to do each time. In my case, they're going to kick me.
So is everybody okay with me getting some more mules, getting some horses, like trying to get a war horse for Higlak or for Avro, so we can at least have one mounted character?
Well, does either one of them have writing?
Yes.
I do not have it yet.
I thought you did. Okay.
I'm still studying.
Oh, okay. That would be
you
Avro.
probably black, yeah. So you don't.
Now, question, Alex, would getting a horse and, learning on the fly count as study?
No.
No, that's
The 5 days at waiting, once they got back from the ship, is that enough? I don't know how close it is.
I don't show Higlak as having gotten done any days of study because he had downtime and then he, because he was sick and then he's been traveling and adventuring with you guys. So I guess he got 5 days when he was doing.
But he needs 30 for the first.
He's a ways off.
Yeah.
Ride. Now you can all ride horses because of your adventuring proficiency, so that's not a problem. It's just you can't ride them in combat.
Yeah.
Higlak is listed
That's
twice. I
fine.
think there's also on line 9. He's also showing up as having 14 days already.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay. There it is. All good.
So walk me through how you want to handle consumables. Like, for instance, darts are 2 gold pieces for 5.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going in with a bunch of carts, I would rather have more than just 10, just because I don't know what's going to happen during combat. Am I being unrealistic? And I don't have a lot of other stuff to prep for an expedition into the wilderness.
Yeah, we can definitely.
Am I overlooking something?
No. We can
No,
definitely-
No, I mean,
really get
I stocked up on arrows last session and put them on, so the mules can carry them,
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah. So Jonathan put down the character funds.
And,
tab. So you guys can, if I can, buy party stuff, I can buy all other stuff. But if you just want to, so remember, everybody got 590 plus 106, was it?
right.
Was I think was the shares from last time?
781 total.
Yeah. So there's, if there's more darts that you want to buy, if there's other stuff that you want to buy, go for it.
It's just a minor. I mean, it's like a pittance in terms of cost. I'm just asking more in terms of general principle, how much we're going to track it, because I'm showing that I only have 10 on my character sheet, which seems okay, but in combat, I don't know.
I think if you're going on a big wilderness expedition, you definitely should track it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I wrote it for you. If you were to see 35 sets of darts to 70 gold pieces, it would be 6 stone of encumbrance on the wagon. And then you just, you carry 10 at a time on yourself.
Willie, I think probably three additional sets will probably do just fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I've gone through the equipment list before and not seen anything that really jumps out at me, but I don't want to feel like I'm missing something,
Yeah.
So I don't know. Otherwise, I don't have much to prep, I don't think. People watch this, they can angrily comment about what I've overlooked.
You're right. Yes.
I'm going to test it with Andrevis. Is there, if you add an adventurer's harness, Andrevis, does it do anything for the encumbrance? Does it? Yeah.
Let me
Alex, does it
pull the sheet again.
automatically calculate or not?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
But let me take a look at Tyrannius here and see what his inventory he's at. No, I mean, he's carrying so little weight, the adventurer's harness doesn't really matter to him.
Did the laminated leather armor drop? Does it only count? Oh, it is. Never mind. I answered my own question.
Good. All right. So, Sean, you wanted to try and roll to find a warhorse? 35.
I think we can. I think I can get a light and a medium without.
You can get a light and a medium horse without issue. Yeah.
Yeah, one light and one medium.
Riding horse. Okay, so light riding horse and
Well, no, I can get a. If we're in Sifron, that becomes a class 3 for me.
right.
So I could do one light and one medium warhorse, correct?
Let's take a look here.
Grant, I added your squandering of.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
added,
You can get one light and one medium. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I added you to the character funds sheet with your squandering and your reserve XP.
Excellent. Thank you.
Unless you guys got, I mean, I've got a lot. I've got to do some reconciliations of like all the transactions that we did, and then what we're going to still get in town, so that we're all, for the next session, we're ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah, the only thing I'd like is that adventure harness. And other than that, I'm good.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, adventure harness is good for you.
And maybe for Scandara as well. Let me see how she's doing on her weight. She's actually under 5 already, so I don't know that she needs it.
Yeah, you're currently at 600.
I can get up to 10 of them where we are, and I'm going to recommend that we do it, and partly because we're going to try to move as fast as we can this time. So, and when we try, like Willie said, when we try to move stuff out, it's gonna be beneficial to everybody be able to carry as much as we can.
Oh yeah, do we want to try? Is there a differentiation between henchmen and just generic like hirelings like porters, or do we need to hire them on as henchmen?
No. You can hire porters and guys like that. They're not henchmen. They won't go into dungeons with you, but they'll travel around with you.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
So to that point, we are also members of the Mercenary Guild, and so we could go hire mercenaries to travel with us on this expedition.
Yeah, you absolutely could. It would take about a week or so to get them, though, so you'd be delaying your launch date by another week.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's worthwhile to you.
Meaning that we're taking yet another risk of running into more demon spawn.
Correct.
Possibly 2 at a time.
Correct.
Part of me thinks we should maybe wait until a demon attacks and set out the next day.
That's a good idea.
Because that'll reset at least one timer.
Yeah, but the timer could come due the next week. I mean, we could be facing, 4 weeks in a row of getting in with multiple demons.
Yeah. So, speaking of which, have we restocked on holy water?
We've got as much as we can possibly get. Yeah, I imported 2.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to ask the Reverend Mother what kind of demon that was that she dispelled, if she knows anything about its vulnerabilities or its invulnerabilities.
She says, I've never seen that nameless creature of the outer darkness before.
Okay.
I will make inquiries.
Thank you.
Yes, inquiries will be made. Okay, so you got a medium warhorse and a light warhorse.
Yes.
You bought 10 adventurers harnesses.
Yes.
Okay. Which reduce encumbrance, which is very nice. And you got your other stuff. Okay. What did you guys want to do about mercenaries? Yes or no?
I don't think we should wait. I think we should get moving. Our party is stout enough as it is.
No mercenaries is my thinking.
Okay. Yep. There we go.
I'm kind of wondering, like, metamphora and carts, do we have enough of said items?
Well, we're not going to take any carts. We're going to get 2 more mules.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, so we'd have a total of 6 mules, 2 war horses, and then I think at least 2 riding horses. So think about it this way. We could put Avro and Haraeus on the war horses. They both have riding. They could use it. We put Higlak and Raymond on a regular riding horse. And as soon as we get into combat, you guys just dismount. But
Sounds good.
you get to travel with your armor on.
Can they fight better from a war horse or not?
Well, neither Raymond
well-
or Higlak has riding, but
if
Avro,
Avro and Haraeus, if they have riding and they're riding war horses, we should probably get them each a lance then, because that means that they can charge on horseback and do triple damage if they hit.
Yep.
I think it's triple damage, something like that.
Double damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it double? I thought it was triple for horseback lance.
Nope. Double.
Okay.
Double. So Aguilar has riding, so he could ride.
And Haraeus, he also has
Haraeus has riding. Okay, so Aguilar and Haraeus. Cool.
Yeah, so double damage charging with a lance, and it has to be a lance, I think. It can't be a spear, right?
Yeah, it has to be a lance, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So pretty good.
you could buy Haraeus and Aguilar both lances. So
Yeah, I think so.
okay.
Can we get
Cool.
2 more names for mules?
Oh, what are your current names? I forgot.
Ranger, Trooper, and
Traveler, and Spartacus.
Ranger, Trooper, Traveler, Spartacus. That's hilarious.
So I don't know whether there's are there any other traditional army mule names. We should probably do some research.
I shall endeavor to do that right now.
That's right. Gotta maintain those mules.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of others. There's
Yeah.
Mr. Jackson, Pancho, Hannibal, Trotter, Buckshot, Blackjack, Striker, Paladin.
Striker.
Well, I definitely think Paladin for Haraeus.
Paladin.
For the mule?
Yeah,
That's,
the name.
that's for a horse.
Yeah, that's what he gets to name his horse.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is he a horse rider or is he the? No, he's a mule, right?
Haraeus
Haraeus
is
is right.
we're talking about a mule. Yeah.
We got to go with Poncho.
Yeah.
I like Hannibal, honestly, but
That's not a very Oran sounding name.
It's not.
well,
Neither is Spartacus.
there's Spartacus.
But
These are Grey Brother tributes.
yeah. All right. So Ranger, Traveler, Trooper, Spartacus, Hannibal, and Poncho. Great.
Poncho!
We don't know where these names came from. The original Grey Brothers, when they passed on the map, they also passed on a list of appropriate mule names.
That must be what it is.
We don't know the lore behind it, but
It's pre-Zaharan.
That's right. It's pre-Czar. It's
it's pre. What's that?
primordial
Day
lore
Without
from
Night?
ancient time.
Or
Yeah,
is it Day Without
before the
Night?
Day Without Night. Yeah.
Oh.
That's right. Okay, so you guys are all suited up then. So next session will be another bold venture to the Viesman Forest, but going into the looking for the Shrine of the White Lady. Very exciting.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Hopefully
perfect
you
for a
will
long
not-
session.
Hopefully you will not get killed by a Keiko demon before you get there,
Oh,
Or a
man.
horde of goblins. Either one's
or anything. Yeah.
Or anything.
Yeah.
or some more
Alright,
sandwich
awesome.
mold.
Oh,
I got to wear my running shoes.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Alright,
gents.
good.
Ciao, ciao.
Hey guys.
See you then.
Adios.
See you guys.
Adios.